Welcome back.
Oh yeah!
Whoa.
Bring back the
We were
heist.
grooving.
Come on!
Why is it so loud?
Oh my gosh!
Well, on that jazzy
let us have it
note, welcome back to Secrets Between the Stars, episode 21. My name's Corey. Let's go around and introduce our cast of crew here. We'll start with on my right.
All right. I'm Riley. I play Clementine, the Raxolite envoy and captain of the CS Verity. And her fun fact is that for a Raxolite, for most people, it doesn't seem like she's swearing. She's saying things like, haystacks and things like that. But for a Raxolite, she is incredibly foul-mouthed. Like, that...
Nasty.
Like, it's... She would shock any Raxolite that comes across her with how she speaks.
She would not be allowed on social medias.
No.
Raxolite social medias would not accept her.
Hi everybody, my name is Sully and I play Chip, the galaxy's favorite little robot. Fun fact about Chip, Chip being, not quite born yesterday, but close to, not having a very good sense of social skills in many situations. A lot of different phrases tend to sort of fly over his head. Therefore, if Chip could visit any place in the galaxy, anywhere that he wanted to go, he wants to go to Cloud 9.
That's so cute.
That is funny.
It comes highly recommended. Everybody's always going.
What happened to the first 8 clouds? How bad were those ones before we got this one?
I'm gonna do a little doodle of that.
I'm Marcus. I play Valia, the KL operative sniper. My fun fact is that Valia kind of secretly really enjoys eating spam, which of course we all know stands for space spam.
Space Pam.
Because she grew up in a fairly poor family, and so had to make do with that, and so she still really enjoys it.
I've never had spam before, and I'm scared that I would like it.
It's pretty.
My fear is that I would like it. That's the part I don't
I'll
want.
see people prepare it sometimes, and it's all seared and nice, or with some ramen or rice or something nice.
One
or,
of the
an
first
egg.
things that I ever did with spam, and this might offend some Italians, so cover your ears. Was
So
I made
sorry.
a,
How are the Italians
I
getting
made a
pulled in?
spam carbonara. It was pretty good.
No.
Oh no, dude!
Is it just saltier?
Arcadis is cutting you out of the game.
You're canceled.
It was kind of in little bits. It kind of almost comes up like bacon bits a little bit.
Does it?
Perfect.
No, don't make me
I've
think
seen
of
pan-seared
bacon
spam
bits.
where it's like they put it on top of rice and stuff, and in
That's
those
what I've
moments
seen.
I'm like, that looks fine. Like that looks like
It
a
looks
meat.
like ham.
Yeah.
Just like ham at that point.
My name's Corey. I'm your GM. My fun fact is that
Marcus, where'd you go? Oh no!
Marcus got. My fun fact is Marcus ceased.
Come back.
That's fine. You guys get to do it.
It's just the ladies
two of
now.
My fun fact is that Pepper is trained in many types of weapons, but just prefers doing melee because it's a little more fun for her. It feels like a dance in a sort of way. So there you go. Now, where we last left our crew of criminals, Aster was still knocked out asleep with chains, astral chains wrapped around his hands. Unable to convince the crew to chop his hand off, they chose not to, even to Chip's dismay. Going down through the next room, they found a conveyor belt that, after a few of them fell down, realized that there was a next room that kind of led them into a smoke-filled area. Gizmo was able to fix the machine that was causing all the smoke and clear it all up. And just as everyone was getting down safely, Chip went into the wrong conveyor belt and went straight into the trash compactor, which began immediately trying to crush him. Everybody scrambled for a little bit of time, scrambled up into the trash compactor, got in, and destroyed it before taking any massive damage and before anybody was actually killed, which was a very serious threat. After a little bit of time, Clementine, who did not go to the trash compactor, more or less because she didn't want to, more because she was physically incapable of getting up there, went into the next room and saw a room filled with what looked like water, and down below were tons and tons of bodies. After everyone else was able to get into the room, they looked down, and Valia noticed that these are not just bodies, but these are the clones of Timor that he uses to hop into. Across from this water was a large monolith that seemed to be leaking this arcanic radiation. That was beautiful.
Universal sign for monolith.
Yeah, leaking this arcane radiation. Chip was able to go over, and after attempting to destroy it, a large frogman hopped out and began attacking. Combat ensued. Chip was able to destroy both the monolith and the large frogman in the same moment. As that happened, the bodies underneath them began bubbling and released from their grasps and are now swimming up, trying to attack them. And that is where we are now. So, you 4, Gizmo, and 5, technically, Widget is there as well, see that. And as you see the bodies begin moving on their own, all of the lights shut off completely for a moment as it goes completely dark. And then after that, you hear a large buzzing sound, and then an alarm begins to go off, and the emergency lights kick on. You now see that these bodies are getting closer and swimming rapidly and ferociously up at you. There's bubbles surrounding them. They have the tubes connected to their stomach still, so it looks almost like there's tails. And as you look around, you see that this room has only one entrance that you came in through. It's about 40 feet tall, no other ways in, and the only thing really lighting it is now the light from within the water itself, giving it an eerie underglow. As you are all looking in panic, you realize that there is no killing this. There is only running away. So, I will need you guys to roll me some initiative. We'll go that way.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Hello to a sane 221 who's highlighted a message to say hi to me.
Hi, Zane. All right, what did everyone get?
I got a nat 20, making it a 23.
23. I forgot to get your little things out. 23. Got it. Who's next?
Me, but I forgot what I'm. Oh, okay, 16 on the die.
Okay.
Is a 22.
22.
I got a 13 for a 26.
26. And falling way behind you guys is the enemy.
We
So,
also need Gizmo and Widget, or just Gizmo because they act on the same turn.
as you think about that and you look over at Gizmo
Oh
no.
and Widget as well,
shouldn't have said anything.
what you see is unnerving and nothing you've ever seen before. Where as he's looking and like he's about to jump into the water, a small black portal opens up underneath his feet as it slowly begins to widen. And as that's happening at that same moment, you see what looks like a visage of a man in a green cloak behind him with his arms outstretched. And Gizmo looks down, looks up, sees that, and those same chains that were wrapped around Aster's hand rise up, wrap themselves around him, and the man slams his hands together. And at that, the chains tighten and pull him down sharply, and he's completely gone. You look over and you see Widget is gone as well.
Eliza's
What?
just kidnapped them.
I knew we should have chopped off the arm. What? Bad news. Oh my gosh.
That is Valia's turn. Let me explain these chase rules a little bit to you, because these are going to be a little different than how we've done them before.
Oh gosh.
Where you guys are all standing now, you can easily tell that below you, those bodies are about one turn away from being able to reach you. And so we're kind of ignoring normal movements rules as is. It'll take you a full action to fully get out of a room, and it'll take you one move action to get halfway through the room. So it's kind of ignoring like your normal move speeds here, but it's just to get you either halfway through or fully through an entire room.
Okay.
And yeah, that's where it is now. So Valia and Clem are already at the door for this room. Chip, you are across it and have to cross it.
Yeah.
So Valia, you are up first.
All right. I think we need to get out of here. Chip, can you make it back to us? Can I I don't think that there's really much I can do. Like, can I just... I think I'll just kind of shoot into the water, provide like a covering fire, sort of, to just try to...
Yeah, give me
Buy-
covering fire.
time.
You'll want to roll pretty high because there's a lot of them down there. So for you to be able to slow them down kind of significantly will take a lot.
Yeah. That's 4.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be like a 16 or something like that.
With a 16, as you shoot down, the bullet traveling through the water is not able to pass through enough, and it stops just short of them. But I will say, as you are sitting there, you also remember, as you're plotting out the exit to the door, you do remember that the airtight sealed door is closed upstairs, and that is the only way that you know of to get in and out. But Pepper is outside, so you could give her a call if you wanted to see if you could get out.
Oh yeah, we have comms units and Hot Pepper's outside. I'll just kind of ring her up and say, Pepper, we need to get out of here. Start the ship, and can you open the door when we get up to the top?
As you call, you hear like buzzing sounds, and she goes, "Oh, yeah, hang on, yeah. Is everything? How dangerous are we?
It's not looking great. We gotta run and get out of here fast.
Got it. I'll move fast." And she drops comms and presumably goes off to the door. All right, Clem.
I am going to provide covering fire.
Okay. Again, you'll want to roll high.
Okay, so that is so that's a total of 21.
21 is not able to do it.
Man.
Again, similar thing. You see that you're able to at least kind of pierce the shoulder of one or two of them, but that does not seem to slow them down at all. These are completely mindless, going off of instinct alone.
Okay.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Chip,
So my actions are run.
you can do a full action to fully get out of the room. You can use a move action to get out, like to go halfway through a room, or then you can use your standard actions. as is.
Yeah, I'll just do the full action charge.
Perfect.
Chip dives into the water and like just starts to Olympic level swim, like
It
full
is-
extension.
It is beautiful. Make me, as you're swimming by where
Don't.
Gizmo was, make me an arcane check.
Oh, okay.
Or, I'm
I'll
sorry,
just-
mysticism check.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, of course. Ooh, terrible. 3 on the die for a 15.
15 total. I'll still give you that you are able to tell this is the same magic that is on Aster's hand, but you're not able to get anything more than that. Chip, you are fully out of the room. You are right there in the little hallway with them. It is now the Timor's turn. You see this wave of Timors breach the water. They are pulling themselves up, trying to get onto all of the sides there, looking at you angrily. They are just gnashing
Oh my
their
gosh.
teeth. They are acting completely animalistic and like a herd.
Oh my gosh, that's enough!
That is their turn. Valia, it is now your turn. You have the standard action to go through this room.
Okay.
Or actually,
Hey,
I'm
which
sorry,
way
here.
do you want to go?
Let me give you quick details. Because you are now in the conveyor belt room.
Yeah.
The hallway to the left is completely in rubble. That's a staircase that would have led you up if that was not there. There's nothing down. You can just see that there's just a broken in wall with water leaking out from the pipes. So to your right is the conveyor belts. This is where the room that Chip fell into and then went into the trash compactor. You have 2 options in front of you. You've got the option straight up into the right, which is the way through the main conveyor belt that you guys entered into. Or you have the option to the left that is into the trash compactor that you do know is broken.
And it led to the first room
To
we
the
came
silo.
into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, with the caveat of Aster's body is still up in the other room.
Yes.
And the
Aren't both elevated above us too? Both of these entrances.
You'll have to do some climbs.
Oh gosh.
yeah.
This is not the crew.
How did we get out of the? When we got out of the trash compactor and we got back into the first pit, how did we get out of that again? Was there was a ladder?
There was an emergency exit door that opened, and then you guys were able to do some athletics checks to climb up.
Yeah,
in
I
through
took
the silo.
20 on that one.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I think I might try to get back up through the original conveyor belt.
Okay.
That way I can run back through and try to get Aster.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an athletics checks, and I'll let you know it's not too hard because it's a way that you've gone up and down before, and you guys have left that rope that's still kind of dangling there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll say athletics or acrobatics. You can make an argument for either.
If I can do acrobatics and do a lot of like fancy jumping, kind of like get up on the ladder
Yeah.
and really
Oh, yeah.
Just
swing
like
my
back
way
spring
over,
up.
Toes are pointed.
then that'll be a 33.
33. Yeah, you're able to easily grab on and start pulling yourself up through the conveyor belt and moving that way.
And I'll flip the switch back so that it's reversed in case anybody wants to come back. So that the
You'll have to
conveyor
get through the actual room itself to do that. You're kind of like in the little corner vents area right
Okay.
now. So on your next turn, you'll be able to do that.
Gotcha.
Clem, as you are seeing all of this, and as you remember back just a moment ago that your friend was there and is very suddenly not, you are flashing back to the job you had with Senrif originally, when your very first lore job and the one you snuck out to do with your uncle back then. You find the job originally was you would be outside of a chop shop for body implants and everything. The job took place at about 3:40. You kind of met with this crew a bit to see the job, and your entire post was stand outside and watch for cops or anyone else suspicious. It's the dead of night. It's in a weird section of town. There shouldn't be anyone out. Even neon lights that are normally on are shut off for the evening. You're standing there, and you're paired up with a man just called Stink. That's all his name. He's a human man. He's a human man. And he's bald, and he looks a little greasy. So you are,
like
you
a
find
guess.
yourself. Senrif pats you up right before he goes inside and breaks in through a window. He goes, "All right, you'll be good. Okay, Stink is stink, but he's mostly harmless. So
Right.
you got it.
I think so.
How you feeling? Feel strong?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, good. Keep watch, okay?"
All right.
And he gets up and he points at there's other two people with him and he waves them in and they go around the back. It's been 10, 15 minutes. You find yourself sitting alone with a man named Stink. What is Clem doing in this time?
She's kind of like, just glancing around and just kind of deciding if she should try to make small talk or not. And she's like, every now and then she kind of goes to go,
You see, he's just leaning against the wall and he's got his personal comms unit out and he's just playing like a little mobile game on his
Oh my
phone. He's not
gosh.
doing anything, like he's not really even paying attention to his surroundings at all. And after about 10 minutes of you going and almost starting a sentence, he puts it down and he goes, "I gotta take a leak."
oh, okay.
And he walks around the corner. This is a very small building. It's like literally just like a cube on just a random road behind a lot of busier roads. So it is very out of the way, not many people around. As he's standing there, I want you to roll me a d20. This is technically a perception check, but no modifiers.
Okay.
'Cause you're a baby.
Baby. That's a 14.
With a 14, Stink is back there for a little bit. And as you're waiting, you kind of look over to as you're anxiously looking around. You don't want to mess up your first job. You look over to where he walked around the corner, and you see a few people in darker clothes and kind of larger statures walk in that same general direction.
Was there any sort of like warning sign, warning like call that I could do that's like covert that we talked about?
Stink didn't give you one.
Ah, goodness. Do I suspect that those guys are solely going after Stink, or
Give me another just raw d20. I'll let you know.
okay?
This will be a sense motive.
Ah, that's not great. It's a 4.
With a 4, these are just dudes. They probably live nearby. They're just gonna kind of walk around. This is clearly like they have to be brawny and they have to have some weapons. This is not an awesome part of town. Like they have to for their own safety.
Okay.
So it's probably nothing.
I'll keep to myself then and just keep watch.
As they pass by, and after a minute or two, you hear a loud gunshot from right around the corner where Stink was.
I rush over.
You rush over and you see 3 of those guys are standing around Stink. You see the body of Stink leaned up against the wall, sitting down against a freshly wet wall with a bullet through his head. And as you see that, and before you can even make a sound, you feel a large thud against you as all lights go out.
Oh no.
We're now back in the conveyor belt. You see 2 options in front of you: a small one to go into a trash compactor, or the one that Valia just ran up. Going up the one with Valia would be a little easier, but that other one gives you a direct line right to the exit. Which one would you like?
I'm gonna follow Valia.
Follow Valia. I need you to make me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Acrobatics. Okay. That totals out to 18.
18. 18. I'll say that you're able to get most of the way up there, but you're not able to fully get up this turn.
Okay. So I'm
So-
dangling from the rope.
Yes, within your next turn, you'll be able to. I'll say within your next turn, you'll be able to fully get in and go into the next room.
Okay. All right.
But you're right at the edge. Chip.
Okay, well, there's nothing to it. I gotta go up no matter which way I go. So I'm gonna go up the same way that everybody else went and hope that
He's
I
squeezed
can-
by Clem.
I can get a boost or give a boost. I think my odds are better to stay with the group, but they're not great regardless.
Well, before you do, if you want, give me a perception check.
Oh, okay. Ooh, it's very good. That's an 18 on the die, which is 35.
With 35, you watch Clem struggle and kick her little feet as she's trying to climb up this rope. And as you're looking around in a panic, you do notice there's a large machine in the left corner that clearly was just recently fixed. And you remember that Gizmo came into this room first as it was full of smoke, and he said that he fixed something to prevent the smoke from getting in. So you could turn it back on to get the smoke going and try to slow down the zombies.
Oh, well, I'll do that for sure. Yeah, I'll go over and kind of rummage around until I find, is there a switch?
Yeah,
Anything clearly marked?
give me an engineering check.
Okay. All right, 14 on the die is... Oh, and I have a 14 modifier, so that's going to be 28.
With a 28, I'll say that that's able to turn the machine on and kind of back in the janky way that it was. So that's pumping smoke in. So it's harder for you to see, but you know exactly where you're going.
Yeah.
But it should slow down the zombies because they're not going to be able to tell exactly where you are, and it's going to throw off their sense of smell completely.
Nice. Awesome.
So I'll say that could have been your standard action, and I'll let you use your move action to try to get up to the rope as well. So you'll be in the similar spot with Clem where you're not able to get into the next room this turn,
fine.
but next turn you'll be able to.
Okay.
So athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Yes.
Acrobatics.
You got this.
Maybe, okay. 8 on the die. So an 11.
11. You're not able to make it, so you would need to spend your full movement for the next turn to get through that next room.
That's incredibly generous. Really, all things considered. Okay. I leap up, and my fingers graze onto the rope as I just barely grab on, and I jostle Clem, banging her against the side of the walls for a second.
Take
as
it
the
easy.
rope jingles. I'm sorry!
As you are flailing around, you can hear the many footsteps behind you of this army of Timors, not only running with each other, but running over each other, clamoring, trying to get at you as fast as possible. They begin to enter into that room, but you hear coughing, and you see figures moving around in a confused haze as they are slowed down for this turn, but they are still in hot pursuit.
Nice.
Valia, you are in the room upstairs now that had the small control panel that also led into the room with Aster buried in rubble somewhere.
Okay. I'm gonna flip the one button on the control panel to make the conveyor belt reverse and move toward the room I'm in.
Cool.
To help Chip and Clem get up.
I'll
there.
say that on their turn, that'll use half their they'll use their move action to do that, so that way they still have a standard action when they're in the next room.
Oh,
And that would still count as my action, right?
Yeah. So you still have a move action. If you want to spend your other action, let me describe the room one more time for you. Because in this room, it's the small computer room with the controls that you just flipped. And then in this next room, we're going to count them as the same room. This next room is the one that has difficult terrain because of all of the rubble and destroyed things everywhere. You're going to need to spend some time trying to find where you put Aster.
Okay.
Oh gosh, really?
Yes, he's very well buried in there.
I would love to use my movement to try to get into that room, but I want to wait so that once Clem and Chip are up, I want to flip the conveyor belt back the other way to make it hard for the Timors.
If you want, we can say you're holding your action to, like, once they get up there, then you flip the switch.
Okay.
So that's fine. We'll move you to the back. We'll just keep this initiative order the same, but because you two will be able to get up on your turns here.
We go.
So Clem, I'll say because the conveyor belts are now going in favor of you, you just use your move action to get up into the same room with Valia.
Okay.
Same thing. You can tell the room. You need to find where Aster is.
I'm gonna try to remember where we put him.
Okay. Make me a. Let me think. There's no history on here, so that wouldn't quite work. I'll argue you can try disguise or survival to try to find him.
Let's see. Okay, disguise it is. Okay, well, that comes out to a 13.
A 13.
7 on the die.
13 is not. You're not quite able to find him. You don't remember precisely where you put him, and there is a lot of rubble on him now. It looks like more fell from the ceiling and from the walls while you were gone.
Oh no.
Chip.
Well, I'm gonna scurry myself up this conveyor belt.
You find your way up there, and as you get up there, Valia hits the switch to switch it, and that will slow down the zombies for one round as well.
Whew. Just in. Okay then. All right then. I'm going to without comment or further notice, just charging into the next room. Coming into crossing through the doorway and immediately being hit with I don't remember where he was. I'm gonna try and search for him, just flailing through the wreckage and the trash.
Okay. Yeah, make me disguise or survival check.
All right. Oh man. Okay. Survival it is. 14 on the die. So that's a 15.
15. You're not quite able to do it, but with you two in there now, you're able to narrow down more the search area of it.
I'm clearing air. I just want to see the floor.
It's now the zombies' turn. Zombie Timors. I'm saying zombies because they're acting like them. You hear them now clamoring around more in that room, and from the echoes of this conveyor belt, you can figure out that they have kind of caught onto your smell through the rope itself and are climbing up to try to get in there. But with the conveyor belt fighting them, they will be another turn before they are on you. Valia.
Are they on the rope that I put down?
Yes and no. Like, they are bumping into it, but you can tell by sounds they're digging into metal to climb up to
if
you
they
guys.
haven't, if they're not grabbed on, I want to pull my rope back up and take it with me.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you do that.
We love that rope.
I'll give you 50
I need that rope for later. All right. I'll run into the room and start digging.
Start digging. Give me a survival or a disguise check and a lower DC because you're using your full.
And
if
if
you
it
use
makes
your
a
full.
difference, if I'm picking anything up, I'm going to literally throw it back toward the door we came in.
No.
Okay. It's a natural 20.
You're the one with any modifiers.
That's a natural 20, right? That's what that reaction means?
Yeah, it's a natural 1. For a total of 16.
Total 16, you're not able to find it, but you are very close to being able to figure out exactly where it is. The floor is getting thinner and thinner.
I walk in and immediately
Nice.
trip on something and fall. But I'm like, oh wait, I remember this spot in the ground where I just put my face.
There's a face implant from before where you fell into.
Oh, this is where that other robot crushed me.
There's a little bit of like aluminum foil that now has Valia's face print on it.
It's all of her makeup is left behind. Clem, it is your turn.
Could I use perception to find the spot?
No, because
Dang.
you're doing like a
Okay.
little more than that. So,
Okay,
and you
alright.
you hit them, so you're looking for the faults in the hiding.
Okay. So, I am going to like, would Valia have said to us what the plan was to try and like move the junk to the door?
I don't. I mean, I just face planted into the ground. I don't think I would have said it, but you probably would have maybe at least seen her start to throw things back.
Yeah. Okay.
You could
So I'm gonna take up that
perception of that.
strategy.
That's fine.
Okay.
Decide how
that's
aware you are in
better.
these circumstances.
So 12 on the die, 18.
18. I'll say with that, the three of you trying to find him, and it now being a lot shortened out, you are able to find Aster and pick him up.
Yes.
Oh boy.
It is now still difficult terrain in this room, so it will take your full action and a move action to get out of the room.
Okay.
Chip.
Awesome. He's big.
How are we gonna get Aster
I
out of
can
here?
carry this man.
Who's the strongest of the three?
I'm going to assume that it's not me.
What's everyone's strength modifiers?
I-
Let's just
I
round
mean,
out real
I'm
quick.
sizing
Mine
up
is
the
negative.
crew here.
Okay.
0 for a 10.
It is me. I have a +1.
You're doing
You're so
it.
strong, Chip.
Dragging him.
Without even thinking, Chip just sort of dips down and grabs Aster, carrying him princess style.
Beautiful.
And starts just kind of like does the like when a parent is trying to lift up their kid or something, but they're getting a little bit too big to be carried. And you kind of got to do that heave a couple of times as he starts to lumber towards the door.
You are getting right to the doorway, but you're not able to make it quite out yet. It is now the zombies' turns. The zombies have begun to fling themselves out of the conveyor belt and run in, as a few of them are able to actually get in, and they're going to take a couple swings at Clem, as she is the furthest behind.
Did they also trip over the
You
scrap?
see they are tripping over. There's just a few stragglers that some tripped over, and then these ones ran over the ones that tripped. So they're kind of making a bridge over
gosh.
everything.
Oh no!
Are they already in?
Quit World War Z-ing.
This episode is called World War T. So that is 13 piercing damage as they are clawing into you, and
boy.
you feel you feel their hot breath and their fingers going into your skin. Valia.
Go.
I wish Gizmo were here because those grenades would be wonderful.
Oh, this is his time!
You guys, they keep missing episodes, and I'm like, they would have loved this one. They really would have loved this one.
I'm gonna try to hop toward the door, and I'll try to assist Chip. Take one side,
Take
and
his
we'll
feet.
Yeah. Okay.
carry him.
Yeah,
carry Aster together.
That'll help in a minute. I'll let you know about that. So yeah, we'll say that you guys will be able, once Chip takes his turn, you guys will be able to move up at the same time there.
Okay.
Clam.
I am going to, you know what? I'm just going to risk the attack of opportunities and just make a break for it.
You make a break for it. There's no attack opportunities.
Okay.
They are like, they're not wise enough to know that you have their
Okay.
your back turn, so they can make easier swipes at them.
Okay. I was so stressed.
You are able to get out of this room here too. Chip,
Yeah.
you are in front of this door, and as you open it, you see from across the bridge is Pepper. And not only is it Pepper, it is her with a massive Gatling gun at her side, revving and ready to go.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
She's never
She
been cooler.
looks over at you and she goes, "Oh, hey Chip,
Pepper,
how's it going?"
not good. Help.
Okay, well that's why she lugs it up. That's why I got this bad boy.
You look sick.
Thank you.
I mean,
And
whoa!
Ooh, did
Oh
Bryn
my
do that?
gosh! Oh wait, is that her?
That's official Bryn art of Pepper.
Oh my! Whoa! Holy cow, that looks so cool.
She looks down at you and she goes, "What do you need me to do?"
Shoot, but not yet.
She looks down. She looks out at the ravine. She goes, "Can you guys get over this or no?"
No.
Okay, I got this. And she pulls out, it looks like a little handle, and she points it up and launches it, and you see carbon fiber like rope shoot out from behind and latch itself into the wall and then shoot in front of the right above the door and latch itself in. And she goes, zip line, and she throws a little handle as it zips right across to you.
I reach up to grab the handles. Aster drops.
Valia's holding him by his feet. It's just his head.
Oops.
So whoever's holding Aster will need to do I will give you strength, dexterity. I will give you acrobatics, athletics to try to figure out a way to maneuver him so that you can both get across the zip line.
Hear me out.
Okay.
So if we share him between us, you see what I'm gonna do? I would like to. So I arrange Aster in between us, and I'll take like a bobsled. I'll situate his legs like around my hips.
Okay.
I cast adhere.
Yeah. yeah, that'll work.
And then if we just do, can I do this twice? I think so.
What's the verbiage?
You know what? To be honest, they don't actually have this situation in mind. It's kind of funny.
This happens all the time.
If adherence is broken, otherwise, yeah, I don't. I think that I can.
All right, we'll say you can.
Oh no! Spell ends if I cast new version or a new. So okay.
So one adhere.
So here's what you're gonna do. Okay, wait, no. I disband. I wrap his arms around me. Okay. Adhere. He's glued in.
Okay.
Like a belt.
Okay.
And then if you just hold on to his legs, then when we get over there, you climb up like a monkey. And then you'll get onto the platform first. You just gotta hold on.
Yeah.
Then Aster, so this will be my zip line. Aster is your zip line.
Okay. So this does leave Clementine behind. This whole mess.
We'll just toss it. She can just, she can
I-
board normally.
I have a rope. I'll tie the rope around my waist.
Oh no, here we go! Yes! One movement!
Pepper sees this whole thing. It goes, this is insane, but I kind of really love it. So,
Hold on, we're thinking.
I could just go after you go.
You get on my shoulders.
Pepper goes, there's a weight limit to this, and we're getting a little close to it.
We didn't know that.
Just go.
Okay, I'm gonna jump. Are you holding on?
Yes.
Okay, we're going.
As you guys fling across and begin to zip, Pepper starts to hold her hand out to try to help Valia up, but as she does, she sees from the doorway the Timors are back and attacking Clem one more time.
No!
As they begin to take an attack, she puts her hand back onto the gun and lays fire, giving you suppressing fire onto them. I will roll for the attack on that.
Suppressing fire.
Suppressing fire. She gets like a 47. So she lights it up, and she's able to essentially supply a wall of bullets hitting onto you. So this will prevent you from not getting the next step of damage you would have taken. You will just take the 4d6 again of the ones that were able to get through and kind of ignore this damage. And I didn't roll amazing 13 damage piercing as they begin to rip you apart again, but you're able to slam your body against them as they get pushed into this just being wall of bullets being riddled by them, and they're just becoming Swiss cheese. That is their turn. Valia. Now let me tell you, I didn't think about this part. I didn't think you'd be doing these little silly moves.
What do you mean?
You didn't think we'd be silly?
I knew you'd be silly. I didn't know we'd be this specific silly.
It's efficient.
As you are flying across, Pepper would have been able to give you a help with this, but she's not able to because she's now having to give suppressing fire and try to shoot around you at weird angles. So I will need you to give me an athletics check to be able to the catwalk. The way it is stacked down now, you are at about chest level with the catwalk, so you have to be able to do an athletics to not get the wind knocked out of you and grab onto it.
Okay.
So roll fairly well an athletics check.
You got this.
Okay. It's a 15 for 27.
Come on!
27 passes as as at the last moment you're able to let go of Aster and grab onto the handle, like the bars that are on the side there, and pull yourself up and get on your back.
I pull up, try to make myself look cool.
You have your. I'll say that
sorry.
was your move action. You still have a standard action, but you can use that to either give Clem suppressing fire or try to help Aster and Chip off.
I'll add a couple more bullets to the rain of bullets.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, that's a 17 for like 29.
Well, 29, you're able to add some more suppressing fire, yet again preventing Clem from having to take the next step of damage that would have been dealt to her. So, Clem, it is now your turn. They are still figuring out the zip line here, so if you want to delay your turn till they can get everyone off, I'll allow you to do that.
Could I do acrobatics to kind of tightrope walk the zip line?
Yes.
I am small enough
She's
for
got
it.
so many little grippies.
Yeah, I'll say you can, yeah.
Like a sloth. You could just kind of like.
you could sloth it.
Oh man. All right.
Remember, this is an innate ability that's on her sheet, right?
You look
She's
like you were
been
about
able
to
to
throw
do
up
this
after
the
you
whole
looked at her
time.
dice.
Okay. So
Let's just
4 on the die.
4 on the die,
16 total.
16 total. I'll be generous and say you don't fall down the silo.
Okay.
That's very generous.
But you are now. I'm gonna say you're still on the platform and on your back. Like you did not get close enough to everybody.
Oh, I overshot the flip. Oh.
So, Chip, that is your turn.
It's so easy to do. I'm gonna
Fling.
send the zipline handle back over to Clem.
Okay.
It's so easy, but like the first couple times you did it, you couldn't do it.
No, to overshoot the flip.
Oh.
As-
That's what you meant.
As you send it back, Pepper is going to grab it before you do, and she goes, "Hang on, I got this." And she the Gatling gun has a strap on it. She flings it around her back, and she kicks off and zips over to Clementine to try to help her out.
Chip's lens just expands.
Oh.
Motionless.
Clem, you are laying on the ground, and there's like a white light just right in front of you. And silhouetted, you see Pepper come up, and she just goes, "Do you need help?
Yeah.
Get up." And
Okay.
She pulls you up. It puts you on her back. It is the zombie's turn. What she's going to do is she's going to stand her ground, and she's going to just unload this Gatling gun into them, just keeping them back as much as she can. They're going to get another 4d6 swipes at both of you. But I'll say you take half damage because you're on her back, and she's just trying to keep them back as best as she possibly can. That's not... Oh, that's the 6. There's just a symbol for the 6 on this one, and it's literally squiggles. 14 piercing damage, so 7 for you.
Okay.
As you see Pepper is beginning to get torn into, but she's not even flinching at all. This looks like nothing to her as she's just mowing down all these bodies.
Dang, you're cool.
Thanks.
On the other side, she's so cool.
With all the noise, I whisper to Chip, "I see what you like about her now." Yeah. I don't know why it
Yeah.
took until exactly this moment, but I suddenly see it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I'm seeing it.
Valia, it's your turn.
I guess I'm gonna start running toward the door, which I hope Pepper
The door
left
you
open.
see is open, and she's kind of propped it open with, like, it looks like gears and random, like, shafts and things. So it looked like she was deconstructing something at some point, and that's what she propped up with the door.
Okay. I'll get up there. I guess I'll try to look outside, make sure that there's nothing about to surprise us there.
Yeah, as you look outside, you don't see anything. It's just as quiet as when you came out, or when you came into it, but the only thing you do notice is that one of the ships that have been abandoned there looked like it was a security ship that has been deconstructed a bit. So it looks like Pepper took out the gun from that ship and modified it so she could
Oh
use
my
it.
gosh.
That's amazing.
That's all you see.
All right. Do I still have an action?
You still have an action.
We'll give a little bit more suppressing fire. Why
All right,
not?
go for it.
Covering fire.
It's our favorite.
24.
24 is not going to quite be able to do it, as you just shoot through and you kind of pick off 1 or 2, but nothing in the grand scheme of all of it. Clem.
Okay. So I am going to provide covering fire so that Pepper can turn us around and take us back over the zip line.
Cool.
All right. Well, hey, it gets to 15, so meets it, beats
Means
it.
it beats it.
All right.
Yay.
So you're able to supply some suppressing fire that gives. I'll say that when she does the attack next time, it'll take 1d6 off the damage if they manage to damage you guys.
Okay.
Chip.
I'm enamored. What can I do but stand in awe? I don't know if there's terribly much for me to do to help. I can also try and do a little bit of covering fire here. No reason to not to. Since we're not going anywhere until they're back over the edge. Ooh. Oh. Nope.
Nope. Okay, no.
It's a 14 total, so that's not
You
going
see
to make it.
Pepper's perspective, she's just laying down all these zombies, and then a syringe hits the wall next to her and falls into the silo. She goes, huh?
Sorry.
Hey, okay. She turns back and keeps focusing. As she does that, she's able to get to a small little pocket where they're kind of still stumbling over each other and all of the corpses she's left there. And without turning around, grabs the zipline and kicks off towards it so that, Clem, you are facing the next area.
Clem's thinking to herself, I may be aromantic, but I'm feeling something.
Everybody has a moment like, I get it.
As she kicks off, she turns to everyone who's still back here. She goes, go, 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 get out of here.
Oh, right.
You see she's beginning to fire the gun and moving towards you guys to the door. The zombies are now, as the zombies approach the door, you see that her gun is jamming and running out of ammo, so she takes it off and just throws it down into the silo. And she's close the door, we gotta close the door, we gotta close the door. The zombies are pouring into the silo, slowly filling it up with seemingly no end. And even from where you guys are standing, you can now see that from the emergency exit where it was, they're running into there,
Oh my gosh.
stacking onto each other, going up. It is now Valia's turn. You guys are now all at the door, and you can see it is big and it's airlocked, so you could push it shut, but it's pretty solid right now.
Oh my gosh, that's enough. How deep is
that
still going?
That is about 40 feet. It's about the same as it was.
The pool they were in.
No, it's deep.
This is like one of those guess the number of jelly beans.
Oh yeah, well you count along the side and then
I know the radius and the height.
and if you can do the
I'm running to the ship. We're
Okay.
running to the ship.
Okay. Do you want to try to close the door at all, or just run to the ship?
I'm gonna run to the ship.
Okay. You are booking it to the ship. You are able to get to the ship, but you're not able to get in it yet. Clem, as you fall against this railing and begin running, you remember back again after you've been hit over the head on your first lorry job. It is a blur. It is hard to see. You are in the back seat of a car. You see the ceiling above you and this just tattered, like the polyester and the velvet, like all of the like material that's in the roof is being torn off from this just obvious junk car that they got. As you're looking up, red and blue sirens are flashing against the ceiling and you hear gunshots going off. You're looking around. You don't see Stink anywhere. You see a man leaning out of the passenger seat with a handgun taking shots at cars behind you. You see a cop car pull up to the side. The man in the passenger seat takes a shot and it spirals off and slams into a wall. And as you're getting focused, you see that you're in the lap of your uncle as he's looking down at you. He goes, Clem, you gotta stay awake. You gotta stay awake.
What happened?
It's a lot happened, honey. It's okay. It'll be okay. How's your head feeling?
It hurts.
As you go up and kind of instinctively touch it, you feel that there's a towel underneath you and it's sopping wet. And as you pull up your hand, you see that there's a lot of blood on your hand. And he goes, don't panic. Stay awake, don't panic. It's okay. We can fix that. It's so easy to fix that, okay? Hang on one sec. And you see from the door that he's on, he pulls out a double-barreled shotgun and aims it out the car and takes a shot at the cop car that just pulled up next to you as that one spirals off and slams and explodes in an alleyway nearby. And he goes, it's okay, honey. You'll be okay, okay? And the world begins to kind of fade again involuntarily, you hear the last thing you hear is him saying, oh, her mama's gonna kill me. as you wake up and you find yourself yet again in a similar helpless situation, being saved by people, and you are running out this door. What would you like to do? There's a heavy door that you can try to push close if you would like, or you can book it to the ship.
I'm not very strong. I'm gonna just book it.
Okay. You begin booking it out. Same thing, quiet. You can see a ship has been deconstructed. Chip, it is now just you and Pepper in here. You see Pepper has pulled out her weapon. It is the, let me find the name for it again. I always forget, and I'm so sorry for that. The Kanabo. It's like the big wooden bat with all the metal bars or balls in it. And as Timors are pulling themselves up, she's slamming and smashing them down like a weird game of whack-a-mole, and she's just batting them away. She goes, "Go, keep running."
You're right. We should hold hands.
Huh? She actively hits one against the temple. Goes, "What did you? Huh?"
How do I close the door?
You will need to make a strength check. You can tell that just from you alone, it is not. You are not able to do it by yourself. But if you have help, you'd be able to shut the door.
Okay. And everybody else is gone?
Yes.
Okay. And she's fending them off?
Yes, she is there. I mean, you do know now she is strong, so she could help.
Okay. I look down at Aster still in my hands and just say, "Oh, I wish you were here." And I'm going to call to Pepper and say, "I need your help."
Okay. And as you say that, you also get a hero point from a Sane 221 for the shiny Robo Man with the big crush.
Aw, thank you.
Reminder for those at home, a hero point gives you not only a reroll, but also potential if you want to roll on the wild magic table.
Thank
It's benefits
you.
or not benefits. So, you call out to Pepper. You call out to Pepper to help you try to close this door, and she goes, "Oh, okay, I can do that. And she begins putting the bat away and running up to you. I'll need you both to make strength checks, and the result of this will determine if the door closes or not.
Okay, I'm not gonna help, dude.
I'll say you can either do strength or athletics if you want.
Okay.
But it is going to have to be a strength-based thing here.
Yeah, so that's gonna be okay. I have a +1 to my strength.
Okay,
A +0.
She's got a much higher one than that, so she might get it.
She's gonna pull the weight.
She got a natural 1.
Okay. A 17 on the die, so that's an 18 for a strength check.
18.
That's nearly the best we could hope for out here.
You guys do pass as you are able to. So you guys actually got it exactly. So,
No way!
Yeah, it's DC 45, and you guys got it. As you begin pushing it, you see her slam her entire body against it, and you hear a loud pop as her shoulder hits it wrong, and she goes, "Okay, ow, instinct," and she slams again. And between both of your might, you're able to push the door closed, keeping the zombies down for a minute here. As the door seals and closes, you hear scratching and growling behind the door as these bodies are just trying to rip their way through. You can tell this door will probably not hold forever against the massive weight of all of them, but you bought yourself a little bit of time.
Okay.
Valia.
Get to the ship and start preparing to launch.
Run into the ship. I need you to make me a piloting check to be able to get the ship going in time. Like, you're doing all your checklists, but you're in the heat of a moment, you could do something wrong.
It's a 7 for 27.
27 is not quite able to make it. As you are flipping the switches and turning the keys and getting the engines going, you realize that you forgot to activate the fuel injectors so that there's no fuel actually going into the
keys in.
Oh no!
Going into the engine. So you hear it stall out for a minute, and you need to actually try it again in a minute to boot it up.
Okay.
Clem, you have full action to get over there.
Yes. So I'm gonna use my full action to get into the ship and buckle down.
You get in and buckle down. You do see that the way that the ship is positioned and the guns are pointed directly at the doors. So you could man that station in preparation for anything to get through.
Yeah, so I changed my mind as I'm like buckling down. I'm like, no, I gotta help. So
You do that. You buckle into a gun. As you get in, Chip, it is your turn.
Okay, yeah, we're booking it.
You guys book it. You manage to get onto the ship. Same thing. You guys have 2 guns, I believe, so you'd be able to get onto the other gun, and you actually have 3 guns, I guess, to aim down if you want.
I will let Pepper run to the gun. I'm going to carry Aster to the med bay real
Okay.
quick.
She goes, I got it. Go. And she runs up. The zombies, you see the door beginning to crack and bulge at the seams as it pushes open, and you see hands and faces begin to rip out through that small slit. That's all they can do for now, Valia.
Trying again. Pilot, take off.
There it is.
Let's go. Okay, that's a 17 for 37.
37, you're able to do
Yes.
it. You get it all set. You take a beat, you go, wait a minute. Hey, get it together, Valia. As you turn the engines on, get everything going in correct order, and you book it out.
And I would like to remind Chip, I guess Chip and Clem, we have a tactical nuclear missile launcher on the ship.
Where did we get that?
Pepper is technically up top where that is. So she goes, do you want, I can.
Nuke them. Nuke them.
Nuke them. Got it. Nuking.
Right.
I text Pepper just like the little explosion emoji.
She go, well, let's get out of range first, and then I'll nuke them. So as you guys launch and take off, you hear behind you, boom, and then you see a mushroom cloud take
Oh my
over
God!
on this asteroid.
Let me
It does
take
not
this
destroy.
up.
That's the thumb test. Your thumb or mine. You see a mushroom cloud. It's not encasing the entire asteroid, but it is that facility is
The important part.
completely wiped, and you see no bodies behind as you fly off. As you are flying off, and you take just a minute to collect yourself, Pepper will run down to where Aster is, and she'll go, "How is he?"
He's not good. It's the arm, the hilt.
She looks down at it, and she kind of like picks up his arm, and she sees those chains wrap around his hand again. She's gonna make a mysticism check.
Ooh.
You can as well if you would like to try again.
No, I suddenly realized I really hope that portal took Gizmo really far away.
Yeah.
We didn't think hard enough. Well, this mysticism check. That's a 9, so that's going to be a 20. 21.
21. She got an 18 total, so I'll say that you guys kind of look over it. She goes, from some of the stuff I was reading, this looks like that. Who's the cult guy?
Elysis.
Elysis. It looks kind of like his stuff. Could be him.
That's what we think.
Okay. And she sits down, and then after a minute, she sits and she goes, "Where's Gizmo?"
He disappeared. There was this portal and this guy in green, and he took Gizmo and Widget.
Guy in green. Okay. Do you have any idea where?
No.
Okay. Do we have anywhere to try to find him?
I don't
Honestly, I don't think we had gotten that far yet.
know. We can't go back to the scrapyard.
Are we at a
Not
point where I
without
could have
him.
put the ship on like an autopilot?
Yeah, we'll say
come
it's
back
like it's been a beat, so you're able to autopilot and come back.
in.
Yeah.
After overhearing, and we could try his personal communicator first. See if he's
Sure.
able
We
to
are
respond.
off our game. Why don't we think of these things? I forgot about the nuke.
It's almost as if an army of the undead? Question mark.
The pre-living.
the newly
Pre-lit.
born-ish.
You all attempt to send him a message, and you see that there is no. It does not deliver. Like it's as if he doesn't have service.
Maybe he's in the drift.
I figured it probably wouldn't have been that easy.
I don't think there's any way of knowing.
Well,
we saw that the chains came out of the portals. And
Yeah.
and she picks up Aster's arm, like these.
It was
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the same chains.
Okay.
Just like those.
Okay.
So maybe if we figure out what's going on with Aster,
We gotta,
it'll get us answers toward where Gizmo is.
because if it looks like it's Eliza's kind of magic or whatever, then we should try and find where we can locate the children of Eliza's, the cult.
As you said, she goes, okay, I was reading on some of this stuff, and children of Eliza's are kind of a lot of places, but they're mainly seen on the ring. Almost close to where you guys normally park the Verity. So we could head back there and try to find them.
Close enough that they were in like the black hole blast zone, or
No, more the opposite direction, more east.
okay. Well, let's go and find our boys.
You guys you guys look all right for having survived all that, and also killing Timor.
Well,
Do we?
A little beat up.
he's not dead as far as we know, because we just killed all his clones. He was in a different one when he told us that he got that stupid monolith thing and that we had to get out of the facility.
He's not dead?
No.
I don't know if there's a way for him to fully be dead
I mean-
at
Cheers for
this
Colby.
point.
Yeah.
Thank you for cheers.
I mean, at least.
Unless he himself was dumb enough to be
At least-
calling us from that facility while we were there.
No, I don't think he was in the facility,
There's
but
at least one more.
As you all talk about that, you hear comms requests coming through from the cockpit.
Oh,
I'm.
I'll go
Is there
answer.
caller ID?
There's no caller ID.
Okay.
This is a Lori channel that's on.
Okay.
that's
Don't
on
worry,
here.
I'll go answer. I don't check if there's color.
Don't worry, we have an answering machine.
Wait, yeah. Not be a salesman.
Who answers?
I'll pick it up.
Okay, you answer, and it's
Is it like or is it like speaker?
it's a screen with a speaker on it.
Okay. Hello.
You pick it up, and it's Timor.
Oh no!
and he
I hang
goes-
up.
As you hang up, there's another call request going through.
I pick it up. Hello.
Well, that was rude.
You again.
Where do y'all think we're going? The party's just starting. And
I didn't like the party.
as he says that, you see all of you now as you all arrive into the cockpit. You see a dark green shape in the shape of a bird floating right in front of you, and you see Timor in there waving. And he
great.
goes, "You're not going anywhere yet. I haven't finished the job."
Pepper, fire up the nuke again.
And as you say that, we will take. That's a great segue to our 10-minute break.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
I hate this man.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you to our friends also over at Pocket Bard. They supply amazing sound effects and ambiance that you've been hearing throughout this entire episode. That big crash you heard earlier, that was them. They did that one.
They made that crash.
They made that crash happen IRL. So, thank you to them. They are an app you can download that supplies sound effects, ambiance, music to really enhance your tabletop gaming experience. I cannot recommend them enough. They have an intensity slider. I've talked about this before, but it's really cool. It's an intensity slider that it's like if you have it max intensity and you have battle music on, it is like all instruments, full orchestra going crazy. If you turn that intensity down, it's like some of the orchestra. So it's not just volume down. It's like full changes to everything that changes with it. Super cool. Can't recommend it enough.
Turn it all the way up to 11.
Turn it to 11. Go crazy. The orchestra enters your room. There's a tuba player there now. Also follow us on social medias at UGT Show. If you like what we produce, you can see us post and do a TikTok before it gets banned and everything like that. And before we go to 10-minute break, finally, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe because that helps us out immensely.
And comment something fun.
And comment your favorite. This is the pre-show, but you get in. Comment your favorite mid-2000s to 2010s drama series between that was on either NBC, ABC, or CBS.
We don't want to see anything that doesn't fulfill those.
No, if you bring
Those
one
requirements.
ABC family show in here, you're
done.
banned. You're banned. Okay. I don't know if you can do that on YouTube, but you're banned. With that, we'll take our 10-minute break. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody.
We're so back.
I'm not joking when I say most of that 10 minutes is the party talking about how hot Pepper is.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Like, it was a lot of
cow.
it. Was about how hot Pepper is.
Marcus had an awakening over here.
Yeah.
Marcus said, and I quote, "I don't know what to do."
I said I'm like I can't look at her token because I'm just getting flustered. Like,
He's getting tongue-tied. Oh god, the butterflies in my tummy. They're awakening.
We all know how Chip feels now.
Oh man.
That's gotta be my favorite moment of the series is Valia just going, I get it now. Yeah, I get it.
Oh man.
all of us learned something about ourselves when that art got pulled up. Like really.
Speaking of learning ourselves, let's learn about these characters and their names and who's playing them. Let's start at the right again.
I'm Riley. I play Clementine, the Raxolite Envoy.
I'm Sully. I play Chip, the galaxy's favorite little robot.
I'm Marcus. I play Valia, the KL operative sniper and pilot.
I'm Corey, your GM, and I play everyone else. So, you find yourselves face to face, in the manner of speaking, with Timor as he's looking at the ship directly across from you, and you see his guns are lighting up. It is now into ship combat. Last time we did this, it was way more tactical. We're doing it the other way now. Since Starfinder Enhanced released a version called Narrative, where there's no map. Instead, we have this fun little graphic that shows how many hits there are. For folks at home, what this means is each ship now has 5 HP in total, and the enemy ship has a threshold. That's what the successful checks at the top are. Excuse me, I chugged a bunch of water before we started this. The crew needs to get 3 successful checks to be able to do 1 damage to Timor, and he needs 5 before he is gone out of the fight. Their ship does not have that check though. He just has to make an attack on them. That's the basics of it. We'll get into more nitty gritty as questions come up, but for now, we have entered ship combat. First up is the enemy ship, Timor, and he's going to just open fire on you guys as he takes a shot at you. He's trying to beat your DC threshold. What is your DCs? Your average and hard DC, do you know?
I thought you were the one who was supposed to know that.
It's cool, I got it on me still.
Yay!
I'm going to read it out for you guys so you guys know and can keep track of it as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you knew it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
We
sense.
all agreed to not look at that number just to test you.
Your guys' standard DC is 30, and your difficult DC is 33. So Timor will need to make a 30 on standard stuff and difficult for 33. You have 5. Or no, I'm sorry. I got this backwards. I was looking at our old test combat. You have 29 DC, 32 for difficult. And you have 5 HP. That's it. That's all you guys got for your ship.
Okay.
So, it's Timor's turn. He's going to open fire, and he's going to attempt to take a shot at you. As you all are now kind of realizing the situation he's in, he's going to exploit that and fly and take a shot. And he will get a... Let me check. He will get a 27, so he's not going to be able to actually take the shot. But he is going to use his special ability called It Ain't Over Yet, where his ship is fully automated. While he's flying away, you can see little nano machines crawling all around, and he's able to take 2 actions for this turn. He's going to take another shot at you guys. And he's going to hit with a 33. So you see that, and the bolt from it comes and hits directly onto your shields. But you have the shield still, right? The thing?
Yeah.
You guys want to explain what that is so I don't have to explain everything? I'd appreciate it.
I think I didn't write it down. It basically takes the first hit is just absorbed by the shield, so
Yes.
we can only use it
Automatic
once, but it just absorbs
Yeah,
that
it's
one
once
success.
per combat.
Offenses for being caught off guard.
Yes, so that has eaten your one-time hit shield. You are now able to be fully hit again as he peels off and starts flying all around. It is now your guys' turn. What positions are you taking?
I'm gonna take a captain action.
Okay.
I will be doing science officer.
Okay.
Pilot.
Pilot.
I'm gonna go ahead and taunt him. I'm gonna, keep the comms open and just be like, oh, the fun's already started, blah, 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 blah. You are so one note. You're always saying the same 3 things. Get a life, get a personality. And I'm gonna use my bluff for that.
Okay.
Okay, alright, so that is 5 on the die plus 19, so 24.
24 will succeed,
Yes.
and that is normal succeed.
Yes.
So he hears that and he gets he gets angry for a minute. He goes, "Oh, you think you can do all the taunting now, can you?" And
yes, I do.
what does that bonus give you here?
That is just 1 success added towards the successful checks.
Perfect. So he is now at 1 out of 3 successes as you see him looking a little more angry, and you hear over the comms like groveling from him. Who would like to go next?
I'll go ahead and go next. And I'm going to begin this fight just as I begin every fight, which is with a scan. This time scan enemy. I'm going to, running from the med bay to take my seat in front of a large panel of computers. This is home. I'm going to lock in our coordinates on Timor's ship and zoom in. I say computer enhance. Zoom in so I can see what he's up to in his cabin.
All right.
All right, here we go. So this is going to be perception. That is an 18 on the die, which is going to be, where'd it go? Ooh, yeah. Okay, so that's 35.
35 will definitely pass.
Nice.
Is this one of the passes over or no?
If it's a +5 over, it's 2 successes.
It is 2 successes.
No way,
Yeah.
dude! Oh my gosh!
You scan through and it eats. You get all of his data, and as he sees like files beginning to move around on like a monitor near him, and he's clicking away at it, trying to get you out of it, he slams his hand down, and you hear a big misfire from an engine as he takes 1 damage.
Thanks for firing our warning shot.
God damn, that was really good. Valia, it's your turn.
All right, seeing that, I'm just gonna try to put some distance between us. I'm gonna engage full thrusters.
Okay.
Just really try to get away and make it a little bit harder for him.
All right.
That's a 7 for a 27.
27 will pass.
Okay, and I will use a resolve point for this. So the next in his next turn, he must use our hard DC for any tactics, and that'll be and it'll be a -3 penalty to any of those checks.
-3 penalty. Got it. All right, cool. And that is Pepper's turn. She's currently at the gunner, and she will move if you guys tell her to move somewhere else. But until then, she's just gonna kind of stay firmly at the gunner. And she is going to.
I think we're still only at 0 success checks, by the way.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
You're at exactly 0 now.
Oh, right.
She is going to make a ranged attack roll to try to hit. Let me see. She rolled a natural 1, so she's not going to be able to make that hit as Timor is finally able to get his focus back up, and he sees several lasers flying at him. He's bobbing and weaving between all of them and dodging them. And that is both of your guys' turns. So now it is his turn. He is going to look back down at you guys, and he is going to try and... What is he going to try? He's going to try to do a ram attack against you guys. And he has to use the hard DC, and he has a -3, you said, right?
Yes.
So he's going to angle himself so he's looking squarely at the side of you with the opposite side of where Pepper was shooting at him, and he's going to full throttle try to slam into you. What was your hard DC again?
32.
32. That's probably not going to do it. Nope, that's a 31. He's 1 short of getting it with all the minuses and everything. So he tries to slam into you, and Volley, you see him moving and are able to maneuver around him, just do like a quick little flip up, and he flies right by where you were.
Not gonna make it that easy.
That is your guys' turn again.
I'm still going to be captain.
Yes, I'm going to stay at science officer.
Okay.
Staying pilot.
All right, she'll stay gunner.
And
She's
you know,
doing great.
Second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna taunt him
'Kay.
after seeing his failed attempt at slamming into us. I'm gonna reopen comms real quick and be like, "Did you leave the brains in one of those clones you blew up?" And so I'm gonna use my bluff again. Okay, all right. So 13 on the die plus 19 is a 32.
A 32 will exactly pass over 5.
Yes.
So-
Nice.
2 successes.
Has 2 successes as he is looking angrier and angrier. you look into like the monitor's still up, so you can still see like him
Yeah.
in the cockpit, and he is just punching his thigh angrily. Who would like to go next?
I can go. I'm going to, now that I've got him in my sights, his console fills with a bunch of pop-ups. He's having to close them all so he can even see to shoot. As I start to fill his screen and my lens meets his eyes. This is target system, so this is going to be against his hard DC.
Okay.
And I'm going to use physical science for this.
Okay.
Alright, so here we go. It's a 15 on the die, so that's going to be 34.
34 will pass.
Nice. Okay, so if his ship takes at least 1 hit this round, which we're very close to getting,
Yep.
it will take an additional hit as well.
Ooh,
Yes.
very nice.
Woo!
All right.
All right. I will. I'm gonna keep the throttle kind of steady. I'm gonna make sure that Pepper has a really good line of sight and try to make this easy for her to get a nice shot with hold steady.
Okay.
Come on.
It's a natural one.
You
I
go.
do the opposite of holding steady.
You go to hold steady, and then it's like a little cold in there, so you get a shiver. And it goes, you feel the whole ship just shake up and down for a second.
Volley, you good?
Okay.
Okay.
There's a draft in here.
Pepper will look and go, "It's all right. I think I got him still." And she's gonna target weak spot. And she's going to do this with she's gonna do this with an engineering check. And she super hits, so she actually will do an additional 1 damage as well.
Oh my
so
gosh.
that is 4 damage total through this whole ship. As
Oh, yes. Yes.
so that the
So now
you
he's
see
down
that
to
she
1.
takes a shot and it hits directly underneath the wing that causes it to begin to spark and hang kind of loosely, and you see anytime he takes a turn it kind of floats up a bit until he adjusts it and it floats back down. The ship is beginning to fall apart and not look nearly as good as it did a minute ago.
So he took 3 hits?
No, so he took
He took 2 hits.
so his health went down by 1. I know we're using a lot of terms
Yes.
we're used to. His health went down by 1, but his success is up at 2 currently.
Oh, because it goes over. Oh,
Yes.
Man.
Oh.
That's insane. Okay, so
But
he'll
wait.
take 2 hits because I grant an additional hit
Yeah.
by targeting the system this round.
No, I'm sorry. Actually, I misspoke. I'm sorry. Okay, it is. It is. I do deal 1 hit to the starship. It's an additional hit itself to the starship.
She
Right?
also deals an
Yeah.
addition, so 3 hits then.
Yes. So it is.
Oh my god, he's
Yes,
down
it-
to 1!
It does go down to 1, and it is a 2 success still.
Woo! Chip steps away from the monitor and just doubles over with like, ah! She's so cool!
And that is all of their turn. Timor is feeling angry, and he's going to take another ram attack at you guys as he charges this ship forward. And with 36, bless you. 36, and this is against your average DC. So he will be able to ram directly into you. As he does... Oh, hang on.
I lost it!
He charges the ship directly into the side of you, slamming into, exploding. His ship is completely destroyed, but you guys do take 1 hit as their Timor seemed to just blow himself up there.
Oh,
Well.
It's quiet.
I step back, hands up. We won?
He completely
now.
blew himself up, or we still have 1 to do?
He is gone. He seems to be gone completely.
Oh,
We
great success.
For now.
High fives all around.
As you say that,
No,
you feel another shot against, attempt to be shot against your ship. He misses completely. As you see the laser fling by the cockpit.
He had
And he
2
goes-
ships, Brent.
He goes, I ain't done yet. What are you talking about? As he now flying around, and his success checks are back down to 0, as well as this is a brand new ship.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, it's pink toned.
It is now your guys' turn.
Oh.
Okay,
I'll stay. I'll stay at science officer.
I'm gonna stay captain.
Stay.
That's where my skills are.
All right. He took his turn already to try to shoot at you there, so it is now your guys' turn again.
Okay. Do either of you guys want to go first?
Yeah, I'll hit him.
Go for it.
I set my eyes on this new ship, and I focus my lens, and in my mind's eye, I transport over to his ship, and a bunch of wires in the back of his little hub where he sits in his pilot seat start to come loose as sparks fly, and you cut back to Chip as he's like remote hacking. This is scan enemy. So 7 on the die.
What does that get total?
So that's gonna be a 24.
24 will not pass.
That's okay. I was a nuisance though.
Yeah, you get in, he goes, I know the tricks this time, and he shuts it down.
Oh no!
So I am going to give orders using my diplomacy skill. I'm gonna call out to Chip and be like, "Hey, you were doing a great job over there. Can you just try that again?
I
expect it
Captain.
the second time." And okay, so that will not make it because it's a 6 on the die plus 20. That does not pass 32.
It's
Actually,
not pass.
I don't feel like it. I thought about it.
I'm just like, can you do it again? I don't think
You-
you want to. I can't speak. Never mind.
You gotta know when to quit.
Wow, what rousing control you have over your crew there.
Oh, hush. I didn't blow myself up.
I'm sorry. I'm still here at full health again. I don't even know what health means in this context. Valia.
All right, I grab the steering wheel, and I'm gonna make some hard turns. Really try to get out of the way of this new ship that kind of popped out and surprised us. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to outmaneuver it with it's a 2. So I don't think a 22 is gonna pass.
22 will not pass, unfortunately.
We're not as good at this ship. we made quick work of the first one, but this
And
kid
got a
Pepper
little
still
too
gets a turn.
As he sees you just fly away, he goes, that's pretty neat. But what are you guys planning there with that one?
We ain't telling you. Chill.
I don't know. I think we need to reorganize.
Don't let him know that.
Oh, is this on?
You're doing my thing, but against us.
The Pepper is gonna try to take some pot shots at him while he's in the air. She's definitely gonna hit. So that is
Yay.
another success.
She's scaring us.
The only one of us that has their stuff together this
Yay.
turn.
That's one success check on the thing, and she goes, "It's great. It's okay, guys. We'll get this one. We got him.
Thank you.
You're doing so great.
Thanks."
I don't know why I'm suddenly feeling nervous and jumpy.
Oh my gosh, he complimented me. That is now Timor's turn once again. He is going to do an all-out attack, and then he's going to use his special ability to also raise shields. So he's doing 2 actions here. His success checks are now at 4 for this turn, for this round rather, and he's going to try to shoot at you twice. Both have to hit, otherwise both of them miss. It's kind of all or nothing here. Both will definitely hit.
Oh, man.
As you
Okay.
take 2 damage directly from Timor's ship, as the windows around you glow red and then blue as the sparks from the ship begin flying out in the little bit of atmosphere that's just surrounding it. And that is his turn.
I will be running to the engineer's position.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay in the captain's chair.
Staying as pilot now that the chip is going to go to the engineering.
Do you want me in gunner or do you want me in an engineer too?
Go down to engineering.
Okay. And Pepper will run to engineering as well.
Okay.
That is now whoever wants to go first.
Maybe Pepper should go first.
Yeah.
Maybe Pepper should go first. I was hoping
really-
she wouldn't, so I could read the skills, but that's all right.
She's really good. No, there's only one she needs to be concerned
Yeah,
about.
patch hole looks about right.
Yeah, Pepper comes down here and Chip is just kind of standing in front of the hole in the ship, opening into deep space, hands on hips. As soon as he hears her enter, he'll just go, "Oh, ladies first."
She go, wow, thank you. As she comes in, immediately you see her pull out like socket wrenches and is going away at everything.
How does she do it?
She does pass, and I will
Of course
say
she does.
she also does have resolve points as well, so she will use one of hers to increase the ship's hard DC against enemy tactics for the next round.
She doesn't even need us
So the
here.
hole is back up to 3 out of 5. As now whoever wants to go first.
Can you patch hole twice? Or do we?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I am going to. Is there anything else in engineering you might want to do? Because I could give orders and have Pepper do patch hull twice.
Oh yeah, I can hit. I can do other stuff. I find stuff to do. I'll find stuff to do.
Okay.
I've got lots of options.
So I am going to give orders using diplomacy and ask Pepper to patch hull again. We need another one of those band-aids.
Oh,
Get it?
okay.
I don't know technology.
Okay.
Oh, dude,
You want it too bad.
you're losing grip.
You gotta start rolling first, then role playing.
Yeah, just like with Malevolence.
Yeah.
It's these dice. They're humiliating me again.
She
That's
just-
a nat 1.
She just hears on the comms, you got get down there, and she goes, okay, and she looks at Chip and just shrugs.
You don't have to listen to her.
All
I
that,
don't know what she
garbled
said.
stuff,
It's-
and then I don't
she-
understand technology.
I keep telling her to take her collar off the mic. She doesn't listen.
Yeah, she, you know,
She's of a different generation.
it's that generation. I was just about to say it's that generation.
The same. Wow.
All right, who
You
like,
and I
wait,
are
you're-
like this.
Yep. As she says, as she's like blow torching a hole in the hole, she's like, "Yeah, can we do this?"
Sorry. Yeah, I can. No. Yeah. Sure. No. Let me just get in there. Excuse me.
Okay, you're close.
All right. I'm going to also try to patch the hole.
Do you have coolant? You're running really hot right now.
I don't
say the
know
same of
what your error. That's an 8 on the die, which is going to bring me. Numbers are so big now. That's a 27.
27 will pass.
Nice. Thank goodness I can't fail in front of her. That would be embarrassing.
You guys are able to get the ship back up to 4.
I'm gonna try the roll first, role play later tactic. All right, that's an 8 for a 20 against regular DC.
It's not succeeding.
Okay, I tried to outmaneuver him, but instead I saw an asteroid, and I basically just ended up like about to turn, and then suddenly turning back. I'm like, oh nope, there's a thing there. I'm not gonna crash into that. Hold on, come around next time.
As you maneuver your way around this this asteroid, give me a perception check.
Now that one.
Oh yeah, that's a 19. Was a 13 to 33.
This is
32.
not just an asteroid. This is like a small bay, and it looks like Timor's ships come out of these asteroids that are just around you randomly. So, and there's countless asteroids all around.
Oh no. That's bad.
We need more nukes.
As you realize that, Clem, you once again remember a time.
Oh, it's Flashback Friday.
Hashtag Flashback Friday. You remember back. You are now back at home in the dining room where your mom once told you, don't listen to Senrif. You are sitting there. You have an ice pack held against the back of your head. You have a splitting headache. And upstairs, you hear your mom and your dad yelling at Senrif. You are not able to make out the words they're saying, both from the probable concussion you have and the muffling between the floors. But you can tell that Senrif is not saying much, And then the way he's speaking sounds like he's apologizing as they are just laying into him. You sit there and you feel small. You feel weak. You feel like it's a lot of things could have gone differently, but instead they didn't. And now you're in this moment. And after some time of you feeling bad, Senrif will walk down the stairs. And you hear them talking upstairs. And he'll stop in the doorway of the kitchen and kind of look at you. And then he'll look at the doorway for a minute. And he'll think. And he'll come up and he'll squat down. He can't quite fit in your tiny chairs. But he can squat down so he's at eye level with you. And he goes, "Kid, I'm going to be honest. Your parents are pissed. They are not thrilled."
Yeah, I thought they might, have a bit of a tizzy over this.
Well, yeah, that's to say the least. I think I took the brunt of it, at least. So you'll be able to. Hopefully, they won't go too hard on you.
It's my fault because I spotted those guys heading towards Stink. If I had done something.
No. He puts his hand on your shoulder. He goes, "It's not your fault. Accidents happen. You're new. I should have been there to guide through this. This is all on me. I don't want you blaming yourself for this. And it's by all means, it's okay. You did great for your first job. I know it doesn't feel great," as he kind of points to the ice pack on the back of your head. He goes, "I know it doesn't feel great, but you did an amazing job. And your instincts were right that those guys, something was up with them, and you wanted to try to help. And it's okay that you weren't strong enough, but we were strong enough to get you out of it. It's okay." He stands up and he goes, "Don't put all the pressure on yourself for this. Okay?" Okay. So, and he looks up at like the ceiling and he hears them still talking. I go, "Okay." And he sits back, he squats back down. And he goes, "If you don't want to do it ever again, I fully understand. But if you want to, I still have my comms. The guys still understand what happened. They don't blame you. And to be frank, Stink did not get that nickname because he was a great guy. So
Kind of glean that.
yeah. So it's not the universe isn't worse without him. Let's say it like that. Okay? So, if you want to hang out with us again, you want to try to do some jobs, and I'll make sure you're much safer next time, just give me a call, okay?"
Thanks.
Yeah. And then as he gets to the door, he turns and he goes, "This is just for..." And then he goes, "I'm sorry, Clementine, you'll never see me again," as he slams the door shut and dramatically runs out.
Ow, my head.
As you sit there and you remember that, you come back into this present moment as the ship is rocking and feeling unsteady, but you hear heavy machinery downstairs between Pepper and Clem being able to fix the hull on their own. You feel the ship is steadying itself as well through the power of Valia being in her expert piloting. And as you are remembering this, you get a call on your cell phone.
Oh, I look at it.
It's from a number you don't recognize.
I answer.
From it, you hear the voice of your Uncle Senrif. And he goes, "Hey, kid."
Where you been? I mean, it's a heck of a time to call right now. We're in the middle of battle. But
I know, you're fighting Timor.
Are you here? How do you know?
Yeah. Are you near a window, port side?
I go and I look.
You see a small black ship that you would not have noticed unless it was pointed out to you. It blends in with the night sky or the space so well as he flies by. And that asteroid that Valia was just looking at, it flies by and lays lasers and bombs into it, completely obliterating it as he flies by. And he goes, "I'll focus on these. You focus on him. We will catch up in a minute. Okay, kid?"
Thank you.
"See you in a minute, Ro." And he hands the comms.
Well, everybody, we got ourselves a friend out there.
What?
You know who that ship is?
Yeah, it's you probably still don't know his real name. Pollyanna.
Oh,
Pepper looks at you. What does that mean? Someone's extremely happy outside? Why is that?
He's a friend of mine.
Oh, okay, good. She turns the comms off for a second, and she goes, "Hey, that ship is like the big game ship out there.
What?
Like, do you know about Lori King stuff?
I have limited knowledge.
Okay, like one of theirs.
Oh.
We'll keep. There's other pressing issues at the moment. Big pressing issues at the moment.
No, yeah.
but
there is
Yeah. So
some stuff.
we'll focus on that later. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Just keep that back in the mind.
Okay.
All right. And she stands up, turns comms back on, and goes, "Let's get that Timor asshole. Let's get him."
Yeah.
She rallies up again. It is now. I think it is now your guys' turn.
sounds right.
All right.
Um,
I'll
Feels right.
take it.
Staying in the captain's seat.
No, wait. Did you not shoot us?
Oh, I did, and I missed, and now then.
Oh, you missed. Then it is our turn.
No, wait. It is
Wait.
my turn. He
Wait.
flew by the meteor.
You
The
took your
asteroid
hand
and
off the
missed.
Right.
piece already.
Yeah.
They're back in there. They're back in, baby. He did his double action last time. His shields are back down to normal, so his success checks are back to regular. And he is going to just take a shot at you guys. Open fire. And he's going to hit with a 33.
We're still using hard DC, aren't we? I guess we're 32 though.
32,
right?
yeah. So he's able to take a shot, and he shoots down as you guys take one whole damage as you feel the ship shake a bit. That is now your guys' turn.
I will be going back to science officer.
I'm staying in the captain's chair.
Still need a pilot.
Okay. Where do you want Pepper?
Probably gunner.
Right? I don't know, because 3 still feels kind of low for me.
Up to you.
Let's put her
Oh,
in
I thought we
gunner.
got to 4.
Well, then we just got
Oh, we
hit.
just got hit again.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, yeah, no.
Engineer?
If you want her an engineer, then
All
that's
right.
also just as well.
Pepper will
Stay
stay down there. Okay, can do. We'll have, unless anyone has a way to buffer or wants to buffer, and Pepper can go first and try to patch the hole real quick.
Yeah.
She only got a 29, so she's not going to be able to.
I'm
Oh,
gonna go
man.
ahead and give orders. Try again on that. I'm gonna pull my collar away from the comms.
Wait,
Did she not beat it on that petrol?
Oh, did it meet it? With
Our
20
DC is 29.
Okay, then yes,
Yeah.
she will. Yep, that's the normal DC. So, yep, she will get it. So she will patch it up like to 4.
Yay. She
Okay.
never fails.
Never once.
So I am
We
going
both
We're gonna-
picked
yeah.
up that sheet.
Like,
we were
oh,
like,
that
are you
sucks.
sure about that?
Snap
Fact
it.
checking.
My bad. There's a lot of numbers happening back here, and I'm only scared.
So I am going to instead of giving orders, I am going to taunt enemy.
Yeah.
Kid him.
Wreck him. Oh.
Using my,
that was dirty. Oh, it stayed on 17 for like a second,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then was like,
5.
It, like, slid on
thankfully, Not 5. So 10 on the die, plus my bluff is going to be 29.
29 will pass.
Yes.
Woo.
So I'm gonna reopen comms with Timor and be like, you know what? You are such a coward. You have so many backups and all this stuff set up, and you act like such a big macho man because you don't care if you die. But you really are such a coward because if you didn't care, you wouldn't have a million backups.
It's how is it not caring if it? Shut up! You guys, you get a success on that.
Yes.
You guys have done, I think, more emotional damage to him than physical.
That's my specialty.
I'm going to, again, just like hacking over into his system, I'm going to flood his email inbox. And when he sees the little red number next to it start to ping up until it's 1,000, and he opens it up, and every email just says the subject line, "What she said."
You're gonna spam him?
Yes, this is target system.
No, no. Not his systems.
Oh, wait. I have a hero point from Hussein 221.
Thank you, Hussein.
Thank you to Hussein 221. Before I send off the mass draft of emails, I I quickly realized that I haven't put it in the subject line. I put it in the body, and it gives you a little notification.
Yeah.
You want to put? I was like, oh well, he'll see it faster if I move it all over. Now I send it. 18 on the die. From a 3 to an 18, so that's going to bring it up to a 37.
37 will pass pretty well.
Yes, against the hard DC, of course, for target system.
Yes, and yes, yeah.
Thank you again to Asane to 21. So if his ship should take a hit this turn, or this round, it will take an additional hit again.
All right. It is
Double it up.
It's only Valia left, so.
Come
all right.
on, Volley.
Do you have a way of dealing a hit?
Nope.
No!
I try to steer. I was gonna try to steer around through all of the asteroid fragments, but just as I was about to try to steer into them, I'm like, nope, I can't steer into that one. I got to continue to go around, and I basically just continue going straight.
You just go straight.
I forgot to talk to my dice. I was gonna talk to my dice before that roll, and I forgot
Pep
to.
talk him, dude. As you steer straight, you hear Overcom, Senrif, or Pollyanna, as you would know him, just go, that's probably wise, as he darts by you at incredible speeds, and you see him destroy 4 or 5 more of these asteroids just in a line as he flies back around and keeps going. And as he does that, Timor goes, who was that? Who? I guess bringing in extras? What is this about?
No.
You're bringing in extras.
Who's
That's
the-
your job.
Who's the coward now not taking it on one-on-one like this?
Hey.
Hush. Not us.
Got her!
No.
No, you didn't.
He is going to... Let me see here. Orange. He's going to do his 2 actions once again. He's going to do an evasive maneuver. So now all range attacks and piloting checks have to use his hard DC. And he is going to try and open fire on you guys. Just take 1 shot.
Okay.
As he takes a shot and he gets a 32.
That will make it.
That will hit. As he takes a shot and hits directly into the back of an engine, and you see one engine beginning to fail. It's struggling for life. It's still in there, but it's hanging on. That is his turn, and that was Senrif's turn. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna stay at science officer.
Okay.
Pepper, can you quickly go to the guns?
Oh, yeah. I love that stuff. She scurries up to the guns.
And I'm going to stay at the captain's chair. I know what I'm good at.
I'm gonna go ahead and start this off.
I assume you're still piloting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to hacking into his security cameras. I'm
in.
I'm in. No, into his speaker system. I'm going to.
You say I'm in.
I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna hack into his speaker system, and I'm going to go over to his intercoms and say, look behind you.
Huh? What?
Gotcha.
No. I didn't even look.
Nat 20. Yes.
What the hell's behind me? He's got a swivel chair. He's spinning in circles.
Yes.
As well as we got a hero point from Asane again for Valia. Valia, have you tried turning left?
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank you,
god.
You see Timor inside just
I need it.
freaking out. Be like, what the hell's going on around here? He's got his gun out. He's like looking all around.
Oh my gosh,
I'm gonna-
so funny.
I'm gonna
That's
talk-
target system. If he takes a hit, he'll take an additional hit.
Okay, so he takes two successful hits. I say that completely makes sense as he's spinning around and you see your pot shots going off. As he's now convinced himself he's got like shadows in the back that he's shooting at. He takes 1 damage from all of that.
No, he will. If he takes a hit, then he will get an additional
my
hit.
bad. Right.
Yes,
He
yes.
does
No,
not
the
take
hit will
damage.
come from.
Yes. So I am going to taunt him. I'm gonna use my bluff skill. And
Beautiful little song.
okay, so that is an 11 on the die plus 19, so 30. And I am going to, like, as soon as he starts spinning in his swivel chair and not stopping, I open the comms and I'm just like, you are such an idiot.
Use your God damn it. As he gets everything back in, he buckles up again. What does this one do again? Remind me. Taunt enemy.
This one's just an additional success, so now we've got 3
Okay.
out of 3 successes.
Yes.
That's 3 out of 3.
He gets hit twice.
Yes,
Yes.
so that happens. He looks down at his controls unit and just sees that there's bullet holes in them.
Yes.
Okay, that was not your brightest moment, Timor. He straps back in. Valia?
All right, I'm gonna try to outmaneuver again. But I first I kind of like stare into the window in front of me,
Whoa.
and I like see my reflection and start talking to myself. Come on, we gotta do this. I don't want to embarrass myself like I did on our last chase, especially not in front of Pepper. So let's get us all out of this. It's
That's
cocked.
cocked.
Yeah, do it again. Here it is.
I'm gonna try turning left.
Yeah!
I think, wait a second.
Insane.
That's better. That's better.
That is better. Okay, that's 31.
31 will pass.
Okay, I tried. I tried turning left. Go through the asteroid field and try to make it harder for Timor to chase us. So that's 1 skill check success.
1 skill check success. He's losing sight of you as you are just going between these asteroids, and he sees this little black ship flying around him as well. He's not able to get a clear lock onto you.
Thank you, Hussein. I needed that.
Oh
bless
my
you,
gosh,
Zane.
yes. Oh, and Pepper hasn't even hit him yet.
The Pepper is not even gone yet, so Pepper will now take her shot at him, and she will miss barely as she begins unloading, and he knows your exact location, so he sees red dots like flying at him from the lasers. He's able to maneuver his way around, bob and weave, barrel roll, and such. And that is now his turn. He has his special ability again, so he's going to use one of them to make repairs, so he will gain 1 HP. And then he will open fire on you guys once again. He will definitely hit with a like 40 something as he takes a shot, and he's able to pinpoint exactly where you will be flying between the 2 meteorites as he takes a shot. And this little black ship, as he does that, you see a few more asteroids get destroyed, and there's only like a couple left around you. So it looks like he's got maybe 1 more turn before he gets rid of the rest of the asteroids. And Timur goes, all right, well, that's enough fun for this time. It's serious mode now. As he takes those shots and hits directly into your wing. That is his turn and Senrif's turn.
I will be going to engineer.
I'm going to be going to Chief Mate.
Okay. You want Pepper still a gunner?
Yeah.
I think
Somebody
that's
got shoot.
Okay.
Ooh, somebody got
stay there?
shoot.
Pilot.
Pilot. Pilot. All right.
Where you're at.
Yeah.
Who would like
I
to
don't really
go
want to
first?
get out of this seat right now.
I am going
I like to imagine
to...
it's leather and you've sweated. You're sweaty and stuck in. Like even if you wanted to get out, you couldn't.
So, I am going to maximize crew efficiency using diplomacy. I am using, my diplomacy. So, okay. Well.
Probably good.
This is what I get for going outside of my best
Comfort zone.
skill actions. That's a 3 on the die. Definitely does not meet the ship's hard DC like it's supposed to, because that's just plus 20. So no, I do not maximize crew efficiency. I forget to like move my collar off the comms, and I'm like, Volley, I believe you.
You're
You got-
breaking up.
Dang it! That's the one thing that comes through clearly.
You yell it loud enough that it penetrates.
Just hear it from down the hall.
It's not even the comm. All right, who would like to go next?
I'll go ahead. We know what I'm here at the engineer's table to do. I'm going to try and patch the hull. Alrighty, so this is going to be physical science. Ooh, that's a 7 on the die.
7.
Which is going to be a 26, which does not make it.
Does not make it.
I take one big old piece of like blue painter's tape and I start at one end of the hole, and I slowly like peel like the and I slowly peel it because it's like, you know, you gotta like it doesn't just happen. You
Yeah.
just slowly go across to the other side, and then I let go. And that's my turn. That should work.
I'm going to.
Just pat your hands and
Yeah.
just stand Superman pose.
Looks fixed.
I'm gonna try once again to engage full thrusters. No, I don't think a 25 is gonna hit.
25 will not hit. Your
I try to floor it.
or actually, wait. Which DC are you going for?
Just regular.
That does hit.
Oh, okay.
Woo!
So I'm just gonna slam on the throttle just to try to get a little bit of distance between us.
Okay.
Because going straight has also been working out, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna spend another resolve point. So that will. He has to use our hard DC,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's a -3
Oh
penalty
my
again.
gosh.
There's a lot going on behind me. I just hear like little breaths, and then just hear.
Guys, the backdrop is fixed. It's crazy.
So it is. You said you're using resolve point.
Yeah.
Okay. So hard DC and has a -3 to everything against
Yeah.
you. All right. And Pepper will take a shot at Timor. She will hit for sure.
Yes.
As she lays into him, and that is 1 damage. Or yeah, it's 1 damage down to him.
Nice. That's good.
And
Ooh.
or no, actually, it's not damage. That would be a successful check.
Yes.
Against. I'm sorry, I misspoke. That's on me.
Okay.
That one's on me.
All right, we're at 2.
Yeah. So it's at 2 successful checks.
Woo!
That is now back up to their turns, as you see Senrif fly by and destroy the last of these full asteroids, and begin flying around in circles. And he'll comms back into you, and he'll say, "There's not much I can do. I can't hit him directly for. I'll explain later, but that's the most I can do for now. I'll see you in a minute." And he ends comms and flies. Keeps just kind of doing like figure eights all around. And through the other comms, you hear Timor just go, "The hell is happening here?" As he is going to try to take a. He's angry. He's a little steamed right now. He's going to do an all-out attack, so he's going to try to hit you twice. And he has to hit all or nothing. And one of them misses. So
Yes!
that is just enough to as it it flies by.
Oh, man.
And it it flies by. You're able to dodge, and he it's very open what he's doing. He's not hiding it at all. And that is now your guys' turn. What roles would you like?
I'm going back to captain.
I'll stay an engineer.
Are you gonna try to do repairs?
Yes, I am trying to do. No, for sure.
Yes.
Stay a pilot.
Okay. Pepper, any preferences? She'll stay a gunner otherwise.
Yeah, keep shooting them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking.
Easy. That
Ugh.
is. Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I am going to. I'm gonna wait for you go before.
Yeah, okay. Let me try, and I grab a second piece of blue painter's tape, and I'm kind of priming up a good spot for it. Here I go. And I just slowly stretch it, kind of like one big cross, like one went horizontal, and then I'm thinking if I just go like top to bottom, then it's like bracing
Yeah.
itself right. That's a 2 on the die, so
Did not do anything. Well, what does do something is my friend Sane 221, who says, "Hero point for Clementine." I'm gonna read it exactly as he wrote it. Clementine, slow down, take a breath, don't picnic.
don't picnic.
Do not picnic. But you get 1 hero point.
Woo! Thank you, Asane.
And who would like to go next?
I will go next.
Okay. Thank you,
I am
Sane.
going to give orders using diplomacy. I think I'm gonna see on like the cameras that Chip is using painter's tape on the hull, and I'm gonna be like, "Chip, sweetheart, please use metal." Okay, I am going to hero point that. I realize the
Sane
collar,
is feeding us today.
the collar is on the mic again, and I'm gonna take a breath and be like, "I need to focus." Okay. Chip, darling, please Please just use metal.
What's the total?
25.
25 against. Is that against your DC or my
Against
DC?
the ship's hard DC.
Against your hard DC.
No, actually, I think I know what I'm doing.
It was like this quiet look to the side. Like a look away from the dice. Like, I can't.
Please help.
This die is going in jail for a moment.
As if she's ever patched a hole
She doesn't know
before.
anything about technology.
I'm made of metal.
I'm making a base.
Oh man.
All right.
I
Volley.
want to continue to try to put distance between us. Okay.
There we
That's
go.
an 18 for, again, engaging full thrusters, and I'm going to use another another resolve point because we need defense right now.
Yeah, you do. So that is the same thing as last time.
Yep.
Cool.
Going fast.
Gotta go
Going
fast.
fast. All right. It is now back up the top. Senrif is out for a little bit, just kind of doing laps. Timor. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Gunner. I forgot about Pepper.
Yes, very important.
Pepper is going to... She's going to try to target a weak spot. She's going to try to hit him good.
Yeah, dude.
Good hit.
She's got to hit that hard DC. Let me do some math real quick. Because she might. She does. She actually hits it. She does not hit the over 10 success. But that is one skill check success on the ship as
So it's a
she
hit.
takes
We
a shot.
hit him.
Which
Woo!
is still in total a hit. So
Yes.
you see the ship shake and begin to puff out a little bit of smoke. The engines on his are failing as well, but he is still able there, and his guns are still ready. And speaking of his guns, they are pointed at you, and they are going to fire. He's also going to use his second ability here to raise shields, so all of his thresholds are one higher for this turn. As he takes a shot at you, and just misses.
Woo!
He got a 5 on the die. He did not roll well. So, he's more focused on raising the shields, and as he raises the shields a bit, the the bolt of energy gets caught on the end of it, and it flings it off randomly into space. And that is now your guys' turn.
Well.
Where would you guys like to be?
I'm staying here.
Okay.
I start to peel another piece of tape.
Over comms, you hear Pepper go, "Do you want me to help down there?
Huh?
You want me to help?"
Please
Oh.
chip this a repair kit.
Like, if you're not doing anything
All
right
right.
now.
I'm gonna. And she's gonna run down to engineering to help Chip as well. She's gonna look at it and go, "Oh, honey, no, you can't just use painter's tape. You have to sheet metal." And she like,
In
there's
the
like stacks
distance,
of
you
sheet
hear,
metal.
"I told him."
There's like sheet metal stacks on the side. She pulls out. She goes, "This is what we need."
Pepper,
Did
why don't you
you-
hold his hand for this?
Call me honey.
Okay. Yeah, you do the ghost where she takes a welding gun.
As soon as she touches Chip, Chip just makes like the old the modem.
the modem. She goes, "Okay, whoa, okay, sorry."
Oh no, my bad. I don't know what came over me.
She's going to.
As you were.
She's gonna make an engineering check and try to repair the hole as well. Ooh, she super succeeded on that.
Nice, somebody should.
So, is there bonuses for doing this? No. She's gonna keep her resolve points, but she will raise the ship HP back up to 3.
As she's doing that, I'll be like, I'll help, hold on, and I'll grab a big piece of scrap metal, and I'll just release it. And as it flies out of the hole in the hull, it goes and starts tumbling towards Timor's ship. This is vent thruster waste.
Yes.
Okay, we needed that, but that's okay.
All right, it's a 7 on the die, which is a 26, so that's not going to
It's not gonna hit.
quite do anything.
Dang.
As it just kind of harmlessly glances off of the ship, Timor's ship.
He just goes, "Oh, that was cool.
That was an accident.
All right."
I'm gonna taunt him immediately following that exchange, and like opening comms. First, I need to roll. I need to make sure that I roll first.
Yep.
Okay.
Here you go.
All right. Using my bluff.
Big whammies, no whiffs.
Okay.
Woo!
All right. So that is an 18 on the die plus 19. And immediately after him being like, okay, I'm gonna get on the comms and be like, well, we just wanted to throw some more of you your way. How's that?
Oh. He does this, and you see he looks a little hurt. That's 2 successes on him.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
I must have hit him good.
You did great.
got
She
it.
pats you on the back a little bit. You did great. Good job.
Thank you.
Hey, we're doing all right. I'm gonna try for an outmaneuver.
Okay.
No, that's 25.
25 will not. Is it again? Or actually, no. Against his standard, will hit.
Really?
Yep.
Woo.
Okay, that's 1 success. I've been going straight for a lot with full throttle, and I'm just gonna try to do a little bit of zigzag. Just try to throw him a little bit.
Okay.
Could I call Senrith and be like, hey, can you try to draw his fire or distract him a little bit?
I can't. There's a lot of political reasons for me to not do that.
Okay.
And
He's running for office.
he's trying to be mayor.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't know you were in politics.
It's not, well, he closes comms because, okay.
He never really did appreciate my jokes.
That, so you outmaneuver him, so he gets 1 skill check success. Oh, so you got a success on him. Okay, cool. So, perfect. He's now looking scared, and he's gonna do 2 things. Let me see. He's going to raise shields. So once again, threshold is higher by 1. So you need 4 successes to hit him.
Chicken.
And he, as well, speaking of that, he's going to flee.
Chicken.
So he's going to attempt to flee the battle and take off. You guys have 1 round to kind of take shots at him before he gets away.
Let's go. Let's get him.
Well, if that's the case, I'm moving to science officer because you know that I want to get 2 hits in there.
Uh-huh. And I'm staying in captain's chair.
Pepper will move to gunner.
Yeah.
Should I just go ahead and try and
Pilot.
Yep.
target
That's
the
my
system?
pilot.
Yep, the piloting.
I'll as his tail lights are starting to fade into the distance, I'll take control over. What he got when you back up.
The blinkers are on.
It's not the engines fading; it's the tail lights.
I'll take over. I'll do an admin control of everybody's comm centers as I target everybody's various guns and screens too, all centered on him. This is going to be target system. 17 on the die, so that is going to be a 36.
36 will beat his hard DC as well.
Woohoo!
So
And you know what? I'll use a I will use a resolve point, and this will also count as 1 skill check
All right.
success.
Woo!
So this is,
that
again,
one-
1 hit this round, he'll take an additional hit. So
reminder: he
if
will
we
need
can-
4 this round to get a hit on him.
Okay.
So,
Well, 3 now.
3. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Who next?
I am going to taunt him. I'm gonna get on the comms using my bluff check. Okay, all right. So that is a 12 plus 19, 31.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna use the comms and be like, well, looky here. You don't have your army of clones, and look what you are now. A coward.
It's not. I'm not a coward. It's
Chicken!
strategic maneuvering.
Chicken!
You balk at him, and that gets 2 successes. So he's now
Yes.
1 success away from getting a hit on him.
Did we use the one where if he gets a success, then if we get 1 hit,
If we
then
get
he
1
gets
hit,
the-
we'll get the 2. That's
Okay.
what I did.
Yep. So you got
Alright.
your turn and Pepper's after this too.
Okay. All right. Valia's feeling very frustrated with herself at this point, like after our rough last spaceship battle, and just the way this is going, she's really feeling self-conscious over like poor performance right now. I'm gonna try to hold steady. Okay. Yeah. 13. So that's 33.
33 will work.
And so our gunner will have a +3 bonus to shooting.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh, come on, Pepper. Yeah. Bring her home.
Pepper is going to, with all of these bonuses, she's going to target weak spot and try to get it so she can also hit him twice as well.
Yes.
So that'll be 3 hits on him in total if she can hit this. Let's see. It's against his hard DC, so it's a little harder.
+3.
She got a 19 on the dice. So with that, she's able to get through, both succeeding and dealing damage as his ship completely shuts down. But let me ask, are you guys aiming to blow the ship up, or are you aiming to just disable it?
I want to blow it up.
Pepper, I said fire up the nuke again.
You got it. She hits the big red nuclear button. And it pops out, flings it out, and you see just an explosion happen around him. And you don't hear anything because it's quiet out there, but you do feel the shockwave hit as your ship rattles for a minute and is able to steady out once again. You guys are exiting ship combat.
We did it!
Oh my gosh.
Deep sighs of relief.
Yes.
Here's hoping that was the last of him.
As that happens, you get a comms again from Senrif. He goes, "Good job out there, kid.
Thanks.
Can I board you guys?"
Yeah, of course.
Okay. After a minute, you see he comes out and he extends. He has his own little loading bay that like pops out and extends and hits onto your door, so he's able to walk in on the side. And he comes in. It is your Uncle Senrif. He is looking kind of a little older. He's got a scar over his eye, and he's wearing just a straight suit as he walks in.
Look at you, fancy.
Hey kid. And is everyone in the? I assume everyone's in the
yes.
living area at this point.
I peel myself off the leather seat.
He comes in and he walks in and he goes, "Hey, hi everybody.
It's good to see you.
It's good seeing you. I'm Senrif. Sorry about the code names before. Just had to be safe.
It's part of the field.
Yeah, it's not fun. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. You guys are in a lot more danger than you fully realize you are." And he goes over and takes a seat. He sits down next to like at the little common table you guys have, and he goes, "Okay, so you guys know about the King of the Lorries and all that?"
Yeah.
Okay. I'm one of their knights.
When did that happen?
6 or 7 years ago. It's been a while. About the time I kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Well, under different circumstances, I'd be congratulating you.
Thank you. With that, though, comes a lot of knowledge and a lot of ways that I realize the world works. Valia, you remember when we met, there was a bank robbery happening outside?
Yeah.
I knew that would happen, as well as I knew that cops would show up eventually. The corporations and the King of the Lorries kind of work together and orchestrate a lot of these things to make sure that it keeps an interest in weapons, how much crime there obviously is, and how public it is. You guys are supposed to be secret operatives, but think of how often there's property damage and cops show up and you end up on the news, things like that. It shouldn't. You're not too secretive. We're more closer to fall guys that get the blame for everything.
So we're intentionally being used as just people to take the blame?
Yeah, for the most part. Who's your guys' broker?
Gerard.
Gerard Tarkov?
Yeah. Yeah.
He nods and he goes, he wouldn't be in on this. It's the higher ups. It's the leaders of these that control this. So he goes way up. So I don't know, that's a lot, and I'm sorry to dump that all on you after you just finished everything.
Pretty sorry talk coming from someone who would be a higher up of that very institution.
He nods and he goes, yeah. No, yeah. I joined up here for... I thought it would be safer to be in the higher ups up here until I realized how many strings were being pulled on all of this. And it's not easy. It's not easy living with all this, and there's very few things in this world left that I care about, and Ro here is one of them.
They know me as Clem.
I'm sorry, Clem is one of them. A sane 221 wheel. If a nuke detonates in space, is there any fallout?
Oh my gosh! Woo! Oh my gosh!
Oh, what am I
Thank
gonna do?
you.
All right, give me a minute to figure out what I'm going to do with that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Holy cow, dude! Oh my gosh!
I know exactly what I'll do. He goes, okay, where's you? There's two more of you guys, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
They
3.
disappeared. So Aster over there, he's unconscious. Magic sword thing. And
Magic sword thing.
Yeah, magic exists.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know that too. That's no wonder you're wanted. That's the hush stuff.
Oh, I thought I know we're doing I know we're doing no more secrets, but I really thought we weren't supposed to say that.
Sorry, yeah. I don't really have a habit of keeping secrets from Senrif here.
I mean, that's all right. If it's
Sorry.
loose lips sink ships and all that, don't beat yourself up. It's okay.
But you know,
I know a lot about that. How much do you know about this?
not much.
I mean,
I cross my arms.
Look, I understand
it's
being
okay.
secretive, and I know we just met, but like I'm trying to help as much as I can, and that's why I could not shoot at him earlier, is because we have ties with him, and I couldn't risk those ties.
Yeah.
But what do you know, and I can try to pad out as much as possible.
Okay,
I tell him
A lot,
all the stuff that
actually.
I tell him all the stuff that we've found out.
Okay, that's you. Okay, so you know about Project Phylactery, and
Yeah.
and that. Okay,
We only really know of it in name and some parts of the premise.
okay, and you see he like paces for a minute, and he takes the flask out and he takes a swig of it, and he goes, okay. All right, so those two things you destroyed, those crystals, were the phylacteries. This ring was run by the three men, the Elizus and Stu and the Hobbs. Yes, run by all of them. They helped. The ring was essentially running out of fuel before that. It was just kind of mining anything and taking it to use as fuel. They figured this out as an alternate fuel source. What they didn't expect was to be sold out by Elizus. Elizus made a deal with the corporations, and Elizus made a deal, and he made the other two parts of the engine. So those phylacteries were essentially power grids within themselves. So you destroying them, it makes sense why there was its own self-attack on the ring, because it's running low on fuel by burning so much. So that's why there was the black hole.
So with those crystals destroyed, does that mean the ring is now back on the ship? The fuel they were running out of. Like
It
they're on
is,
out there
but
for
it'll
this?
run out soon unless they find more phylacteries. And if you're, where's the fourth Gizmo?
He and his robot brother Widget, they were taken by a man in a green cloak who opened up a portal.
Yeah, we weren't. I mean, you made it sound like we shouldn't have known about magic, but it feels like it's just kind of been flooding toward us now with Aster's help, and it's like you said, some random figure appeared from a portal.
And Pepper said that the magic around Aster's hand with the sword hilt looked like it was related to Eliza's.
He like leans back. He's looking shell-shocked. He's like, it's coming to you because now you know, but it's you open the can of worms, you can't close it again. It sounds like, what were you guys instructed to go to those crystals?
Yeah.
That's why you're finding out so much, because you're going directly to the source.
Gerard's the one sending us to investigate these things.
He just shakes his head. Gerard's a dumbass. He doesn't know what he's getting into.
But someone had to have set us up, because we weren't sent to go look for crystals. We were just sent to
Investigate
go look at the
engines.
Yeah, investigate some like security alert at the engines.
Yeah.
Like
How long ago was that?
That was a few weeks, a month.
about 21 episodes.
That's
Episodes of what? You dealing with mental health stuff?
That's about when your wanted came in for you being hunted. It's possible it was a setup to make an example out of you.
That would mean they basically told us secrets just to make us more, like, it doesn't make sense that
The
something
day
that they were
that
trying to keep
happened-
secret they used to throw us under the lorry.
Well, it's, you think, first of all, good one. They think you guys go in there and then you get hunted down immediately. These brokers will know not to send their people in there, otherwise that's not a paycheck for them. So that you would just have made the example of don't go in these areas. So the other bad news is that Gizmo is definitely with Eliza's on the ring, and they're probably gonna try to make him a phylactery now. And they'll just use him for their own engines.
What
Their
kind
own
of
engines. What?
They'll build new ones, repair them. They think of it as Eliza's in his cult run the inside of the ring. They're the ones responsible for it, so they'll repair it.
What kind of process does becoming a phylactery entail?
Well, they'll remove his soul, and that won't feel good. That'll hurt a lot. And they will probably discard the body. There's no point for it anymore. And he'll just be another crystal in another machine. And he stands up and he goes, okay, that's a heavy, that's a lot. So let me do this. And for the wheel, he's going to fish through his pockets and he'll go, okay, here. And he hands off, he has a little flash drive. He hands it to you, Clem. He goes, Karth is very far away from here and it's hard to find. These are rough coordinates of where it is, so you could, if things get too tough, you could flee there. I would recommend saving face. Try to do it quietly. If you're, say, if Gerard wants to congratulate you, don't raise any red flags by saying no. If anyone has requests, try to finish those up, but don't make it obvious that you're fleeing.
Thank you. This is a lot to take in. I don't know what to do. Because based on what you're saying, there was never any way out of this business in the first place. And now, I've got people that I gotta look out for, and what do I do?
He tilts his head down as you say, you can't get out of this business in the first place, and he goes, I'm so sorry. I even brought you into this. I would have, if I had known any of this, I would have made sure you stay on that farm.
I wouldn't have wanted to stay there.
You didn't have to have been here. You wouldn't have ended up here. So, I'm sorry. And there's not much I can do besides give you this. And the next time we meet, it might not be friendly. Depending on how anything goes. So, if you can, escape to Karth as quickly as possible.
What would we find there?
I have no idea. Nobody's ever... He points at the wreckage. He got off Karth one time. That's how he ended up here. But Timor's the only one, and nobody else is. And he refuses to talk about it. So I don't know what's there. I don't know what's waiting for you.
Wait, I don't want to flee. Where are they keeping Gizmo?
Somewhere underneath the ring. I can try to find coordinates and get them to you, and that's the best I can do. I can't give you any specifics.
I can't imagine considering any other option.
Yeah, I understand.
Again, why would they even want to... are we just being set up again? 'Cause they have so many other options. Why take Gizmo if it's just going to bring us directly to them, even if it's just going to cause a mess?
They probably assumed you died. They kind of knew what was in Timor's whole ship over there. And I don't know. I'm sorry. And he looks at Clem again and he goes, I'm so sorry. And as he says that, there's a heavy feeling in the air. Not the same as this emotional heavy feeling you're feeling, but a mystical heavy feeling. As it feels like the air itself weighs 20 pounds. And as he looks at Clem and says, I'm sorry, you see a small black portal open up underneath her feet and begin opening. And he looks down at you and he goes, oh, what's happened? What? And as he's saying that and looking confused and scared, you both see behind her the green hooded man sticking his arms out again. And he slams them closed as chains wrap around Clem and pulls tight. And Clem, the last thing you see is the whole crew looking horrified as you're pulled into utter darkness. If you could please leave the table as you are no longer here.
Oh my god.
You two see that in this horrific moment as there's a clanging sound happening as Pepper is now running up trying to find what that noise was and goes, What was that? What's happening? Where's Clem?
I don't know. I'm on my knees, clawing at the ground, trying to figure out something, trying to tap into whatever this energy is.
She's looking around. What the hell was that? And she looks up at Sunriff and she pulls out her weapon and she goes, who the hell is this?
Whoa!
And as she's looking around, looking scared, you feel that heaviness again in the air. As Valia, you see a small portal open up underneath you as it opens. And you feel same visage of the man, claps his hands.
Can I grab at her?
You can try. Make me athletics.
Trying to hold out, trying to get my hands outside the
Make
edge.
me an athletics checks, both of
Oh, okay. Athletics. Mine's a 3.
It was a 10 for a 22.
you. Neither of these are enough. Valia, you feel these chains tighten around you. What is the last thing you say to Chip as he's trying to pull at you?
Save yourself. I don't know. Get you and Pepper.
As she says that, she's pulled down underneath into the ground, completely vanishing again. Marcus, if you could please leave the table as you are no longer here.
No! I don't want to be alone!
Senrif is looking around, scared and confused, and he goes, I don't know what's happening. What's happening?
I don't know.
This change, is it Elias again?
Yes?
Okay, oh no! As he says that, the air feels heavy once again as a dark portal opens up below you, and you see Pepper look horrified as she looks at you. She goes, Chip, it's
I don't want to go.
I know, I don't want you to go either. I don't want you to go. I don't want you. It's okay. I'll find you. As
I love you.
Oh, as the chains snap and pull you down into the ground. If you can please leave the table, as you are no longer here. The ship is silent. Completely silent, except for the scattered sounds of a scared Pepper and Senrif, as they are now two strangers stuck in a ship that does not belong to them, confused and alone in the dead of space. Aster's body at the medical bay gets paler and paler, and the tip, his grip tightens around the hilt of the sword, as our crew has now completely vanished into the unknown. That is where we're going to end this episode of Secrets Between the Stars. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you liked us, you can follow us on social media at UGT Show on everything. Thank you to our friends over at Pocket Bard for supplying the sound effects and ambiance you've seen throughout this evening. And a quick programming note, we are taking a couple weeks hiatus here as some real-life issues are happening. Nothing major, it's okay, everybody's safe. But we will be back in a couple weeks for our 4-part season finale. And we hope to see you then. We'll give you more updates as we know them. And if you like the show, we have other shows. UGT Show on everything. We have Strange Aliens on Saturdays. And we have this show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And every other Thursday, we have a Magic the Gathering show that just started. So support us if you can. Subscribe to our Patreon and our Ko-fi. $5 a month gets you access to everything on there. And yeah, thank you guys. See you in a couple weeks.